victory in Phoenix, which was fantastic. Aces win in a thriller, 86-83. A'ja Wilson, 30 points and 16 rebounds, another double-double. A'ja Wilson's 7th 30-point game of the season. She was joined by Jackie Young and Chelsea Gray. Young had 17 points, Gray had 16. Jewel Lloyd was phenomenal with some big shots once again, coming off the bench with 10 points. And tonight, the Aces will look to continue this win streak and continue to potentially move up. Currently, right now, they are looking up at Phoenix. They have another date with them here back at the house on Thursday night. They trail Phoenix by 1 game. They trail the New York Liberty by a game and a half. They're currently in the 3rd seed. Atlanta now is in the 2nd seed, and that is who the Aces play coming up next here on Tuesday night. And, of course, the Minnesota Lynx have already clinched the number 1 overall seed. First of a 3-game homestand. And today, the visitors, the Dallas Wings with Paige Bueckers, come to town. Here are the starting lineups. It is Paige Bueckers, the 6-foot guard, the rookie out of UConn, who will definitely be the Rookie of the Year. She is averaging 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. Several injuries for the Dallas Wings, including Arike Ogunbowale, who is not here today. Only 8 players are suited up here and healthy, ready to go. So that means bench players are going to get thrust into the starting lineup. Grace Berger was a pickup just 3 weeks ago by the Dallas Wings from Indiana. So she will start today alongside Paige Bueckers in the backcourt. Also, Maddie Seacrest, who has missed a lot of games during the course of this season. She's back now, 6'2" forward in her 2nd year from Villanova, averaging 9 points per game. Haley Jones from Stanford also is a new addition for Dallas this year. She gets put into the starting lineup. And then Luisa Geisensloter, the rookie from Germany, the 6'4" center. Chris Kalanis is in his 1st season as the head coach of the Dallas Wings. Dallas comes in with a record of 9-25, 4-12 on the road. 2 one-point losses in their last 2 games to the Indiana Fever, and then Friday night losing to the Sparks 97-96. For the Aces, their starting 5 will be Jackie Young, averaging 17 points per contest, joining the backcourt with Kirsten Bell, who gets another start here tonight. Chelsea Gray, the point guard, coming off a big-time effort with the 16 points we talked about on Friday night. Melissa Smith, who was traded by these Dallas Wings and came to the Aces going back 6 weeks ago, in the middle. And then, of course, A'ja Wilson, averaging 22 points and 10 rebounds per game. The head coach is Becky Hammond in her 4th season with 2 championships under her belt. All right, here we go. And we're underway from the Mandalay Bay. The Aces have the ball. They will go right to left on your radio dial. Aces wearing the red jerseys, seldomly used at home here. White numerals, white names on the back, trimmed in black and white and silver. Gray lobs it inside to Smith. Smith gets the first shot, but it's swatted away. Here comes Dallas in transition. Dallas wearing the black jerseys, trimmed in the yellow highlighter, as I like to say. All right, yellow numerals with white names on the back, and then also stripes with blue and the yellow going down the side. Kirsten Bell comes up with a rebound as Haley Jones puts up a miss. Here comes A'ja. Gives it over to Jackie in the corner. Jackie Young gets to the right wing. Bounce pass inside to A'ja. Working on the rookie from Germany, Geisensloter. Back out to Chelsea. Now back to A. 14-foot jumper good. Aces on the board first, courtesy of an A'ja Wilson bucket. We played 1 minute on this Sunday afternoon inside the Michelob Ultra Arena. The Aces back home and glad to be back home. After today, 9 games left in the regular season. Paige Bueckers tries to go up under. What a move by Bueckers. It just went up and under Wilson there, and it's 2-all. A'ja has it at the top. Dribble handoff to Bell. Over to Jackie Young. Jackie's going to launch a 3. Count it. 5-2 Las Vegas. Berger has it at the top of the key. Bounce pass over to Jones. Back to Paige Bueckers. Bueckers now has it. Dishes it off into the corner to Seacrest. Down low, Geisensloter kicks into the corner. Haley Jones open for a 3, and she hits that. We're tied at 5. Young has it at the top for the Aces. Gets a pick from Wilson. Jackie. Thinking about a three, gives it back to A. Give and go inside to Jackie. We've got a blocking foul down low, and they're going to get Haley Jones on this. So when you look at this Dallas Wings lineup, not a lot of star power, obviously, except for the upcoming Rookie of the Year in Paige Beckers, and what a player she's been in her time at UConn. But you have 4 players that are on the starting 5 now that were all bench players or not even on the team. Kirsten Bell gets the inbounds pass from Chelsea Gray, and she drains a 3, and it's 8-5. Berger has it at the top of the key. Swings it back over to the wing. To Beckers, jumper good. Paige Beckers, 2 for 2. She continues to get more and more comfortable here in the WNBA. Bell has it at the top of the key. Swings the pass over to Gray. Dips it inside to A. Jumper good for A'ja Wilson. A'ja takes a tumble, trips over Haley Jones, and anytime you see A'ja Wilson go to the floor, you got to hold your breath. Do not want the MVP injured. Ace is up 10-7. We've played 3 minutes here at the Michelob Ultra Arena on this Sunday afternoon. There's a backdoor cut by Segrest in the pass delivered by Haley Jones, and it's 10-9. So the Aces and the Wings exchanging buckets here. Each team 4 for 5 early on. Bell lobs inside to Smith. Smith gets hammered. 2 free throws coming for the former Dallas Wing. Melissa Smith again, 2021 draft, the 2nd overall pick by the Indiana Fever. And Indiana traded her in the offseason to Dallas. And her time in Dallas was short-lived. Only playing 9 games with the Wings before they traded her to the Aces. And Becky Hammond and Aces Nation here very happy to have Melissa Smith on this team. That has cut down the minutes for Kia Stokes, but has just brought added intensity and physicality that the Aces really didn't have before this trade. Smith hits both free throws, and she's only a 52% free throw shooter. In our last home game, you remember, against New York, she had some big free throws down the stretch. It was 4 for 6, so good start for Melissa. 12-9 Aces. Becker puts up another jumper, no good. Geisler gets offensive rebound, kicks it out to Segrest. Segrest hits a 3. And we're tied at 12. Gray launches, and she was trying to pass it inside to Smith, and it's turned over. Almost looked like a shot, but it definitely was a pass intended for Smith. Here comes Paige Beckers, launches another 3. That one's off the heel of the rim, no good. Smith gets the rebound for the Aces. Gray back to Smith. Over to Jackie. Jackie looking at a 3. Instead, dishes off to A'ja at the top of the key. Here comes Chelsea. Over to Jackie. Jackie with a shot fake. Gets Beckers in the air. Dishes it back to Gray. Aces fighting the shot clock. Shot clock down to 5. Gray gives it to A. MVP time. Yeah. When in doubt, go to the MVP. A'ja Wilson connects again, this time from 10 feet out. A'ja, 6 points already, and the Aces lead 14-12. Geisler, jumper good, just inside the arc on the left wing. So 19-footer there, and we're tied at 14. Both teams shooting the lights out early on here. Aces don't want to exchange buckets. A great start for the Aces here. But they got to D it up. Wilson now gets the ball knocked out of her hand. And they're going to say it's off A'ja. A'ja actually touched it. Looks like she was going to let it go out of bounds, then she touched it. So it'll be Dallas basketball. So Jewell Loyd enters the game. So Jewell in, Bell out, like we've customarily seen Becky do now. Beckers down the lane, jumper no good. Jackie comes down with a rebound. Here comes Young, pushing the pace, crosses midcourt. Young gets to the elbow, now inside, and turns it over. Segrest takes it away from her. Berger now has it. Driving down the lane, kicks it into the corner to Jones. Haley Jones drives the baseline, still has it. Smith on her. Good defense by Melissa there. Berger now has it at the top of the key. Shot clock down to 6. Berger goes up under Melissa Smith, and they get Smith with the body foul. So good contest by Smith, but Got her with the body, and that'll mean free throws for the Dallas Wings. Timeout on the floor. Got ourselves a good one early on here. 4:51 remaining opening period. The Aces and the Wings tied at 14.
It's Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by Finley Toyota and the Valley Auto Mall.
If you need to sell your house,
talk to Aaron Taylor.
You want to sell it fast and get the most cash, talk to Aaron Taylor,
the real estate guy.
All right, Jacob, it's sellers versus buyers, kid. Pool noodle battle. You ready?
Oh, I'm ready. But the sellers are going down today.
Not a chance, baby. Our sellers get cash advances, we handle the repairs up front, and we always get top dollar. We'll even buy your house for cash if needed.
Okay, but don't forget about the buyers. Inventory's up, which means more homes to choose from. And we negotiate hard to get our buyers the best deal. And some closing costs, maybe.
Well, now you're just showing off.
Just doing what we do best.
Buyers or sellers, the real estate guy's got your back.
Call us at 702-310-6683 or visit therealestateguyLV.com.
That's 702-310-MOVE. eXp Realty license number 38886. Call for details.
talk to Aaron Taylor,
the real estate guy.
The human soul requires a minimum daily requirement of entertainment. But listening to the radio, like you're doing right now, yeah, that doesn't count. Welcome to the world of MGM Rewards, where we have the greatest live shows on earth, the biggest names in sports, the best chefs on the planet, and the most unforgettable nights of your life. This is way beyond watching 20-second clips on your phone. This is all the entertainment you can handle and more. So book now and make the most of your Vegas getaway at MGMRewards.com. Welcome to the show.
At Intermountain Health, we believe life is a circle. May yours surround you with insight, a healthy perspective, trust, and reassurance. The belief that our differences aren't that different, and compassion just when you need it most. Life is a circle. May yours help you live the healthiest life possible. Intermountain Health.
Beat the heat and pack up the car. Bring the kids and make memories that last without spending a fortune. Cedar City in beautiful southern Utah is closer than you think and cooler than you expect. An easy 3-hour drive and you can enjoy that cool mountain air. Enjoy an amazing hike in one of the many nearby national parks or some great fishing in the nearby lakes and reservoirs. There's something for everyone and it won't break the bank. Visit cedarcity.com to plan your summer escape.
This is Kia Stokes, and you listen to the Aces Radio Network.
So the Aces have connected on 5 of 6 shots. Dallas, 6 of 10 thus far. We're tied at 14, but both teams shooting the ball exceptionally well. Our keys to the game today for the Aces to get this W, no letdown. All right, similar to what the MO was when they faced Connecticut here going back last Sunday. Connecticut came in here with the worst record in the league with only 5 wins. Dallas not much better. At the bottom of the table, you've got, from the bottom going up, you have got Connecticut, Chicago, and Dallas. So Dallas comes in with 9 wins today, so the Aces cannot have a letdown. And also, they got to continue the trend, feed Asia, and get balanced guard play. That's what's been working for the Aces during the 6-game winning streak. And also to play some lockdown defense. They've allowed 86 or less points during this 6-game win streak. Grace Berger goes to the line, and she was fouled by Nalissa Smith before the timeout. Berger hits the first free throw. Second one on the way. That one good as well. And it's 16-14, so Dallas has their first lead today. Young has it at the top of the key. Jackie dribbles over to the wing. Back to the top. Dana Evans now in. To Jewel Lloyd with her first touch. Jewel over in the corner to Gray. Gray has it. Gray, jumper off the mark. And a rebound by Maisha Hines-Allen. Allen now dribbles up court, gives it inside to Seacrest. Seacrest, floater over Chelsea Gray. So Dallas really getting whatever they want here so far. Like we said, even though this team's only won 9 games, this team had 2 1-point losses in the last 2 games. Asia Wilson drives down the lane, kisses it off the glass, and Hines-Allen fouls her. It'll be a 3-point play for Asia Wilson. So the 3-point I'm already giving Asia the free throw. After all, she only did connect on, 12 of 13 free throws the other night. But yes, the three-point play opportunity for Asia coming up here. And Chelsea Gray is back in. And Asia hits the free throw. Dallas leads 18-17. J.J. Quinterly now in at the point guard position for Dallas. Haley Jones gets a pass inside and just muscles her way to the glass over Jackie Young. And Dallas back up by 3. Young has it. Three-pointer on the way. That one's off. And Jones corrals the rebound. Asia kicks the ball into the 1-2-3 floor. 7th row. That could be a goal. And then Fan throws it back in and hits somebody here at the table. Good thing it was down at the other end. We got flying basketballs here at the Michelob Ultra Arena today. Quinterly inbounds for Dallas. Beckers has it, lobs it inside. Asia got a piece of it, but Jones gets it. Chelsea on her. Haley Jones again with that soft touch, no good. On nearly an offensive rebound, but Chelsea takes it away. Here comes Gray. Crosses midcourt. Fires it over to Jewell. Touch pass to Dana Evans for 3. Off the mark. Beckers comes down with a rebound. Pushes the pace. Comes down the left flank. And Dana Evans is going to get a foul called on her. Beckers extremely aggressive. And she's got very good size as well. So now Gray will take a blow and Kirsten Bell back in. So the Aces have Bell, Evans, Lloyd, Young, and Wilson on the floor. Aces going small here. Bounce pass inside. Intended for Beckers. Picked off by Dana Evans. Evans scoops it over to Asia at the top of the key. Back to Bell. Bell gives it over to Lloyd. Lloyd has it with a left-hand dribble. Back to Bell. Spot up 3. Good. Kirsten Bell drains the 3. Good job by her setting her feet and draining that home. And we're tied at 20. Quinterly has it. Crosses midcourt. Evans guarding her. Gives up her dribble to Allen. Back to Quinterly. Quinterly drives the baseline, and we're going to get a hip check there on Dana Evans. So Quinterly was driving the baseline there. Probably stepped out of bounds, but the whistle blew first. So Beckers will get a blow. She'll come out. And Diamond Miller checks in. The newly acquired Diamond Miller who came over from Minnesota. And she wasn't getting much playing time at all in her third year for Maryland. And Miller tries to pass it inside to Seacrest. And it's a kickball off of Wilson. So Quinterly will inbound underneath the hoop. Quinterly looking, lobs it inside to Allen. Back over to Isaiah James, who is now in. Back inside to Allen, and she throws it away. Turnover Dallas. That's their second. Aces have 3. With pressure in the backcourt, Dana Evans brings it up. Quinterly on her. Dallas has 4 rookies. Half of their roster that's available today are rookies. Dana Evans for a triple. Nicely done. Soft touch by Dana Evans. Connects from 22 feet on the right wing. And the Aces regain the lead, 23-20. Quinterly down the lane. Rejected by Wilson. Beautiful block by A. Just under 2 minutes remaining here, first period. Quinterly gets it into James. James drives the baseline. Oh, my goodness, and 1. A drive on the right baseline. We got a blocking foul. And they're going to call Dana Evans on that one. Actually, going to get Lloyd on that one. So that's on Jewell. Quinterly for the three-point play opportunity. She hits it. And we're tied at 23. Jackie penetrates. Now gives it over to Jewell around the perimeter. Jewell step back 3. Good. triple for Jewel Lloyd, and the Aces have connected on 5 of 7 from distance so far, and the Aces are back up 3, 26-23. Hines Allen gives it off to James. Bounce pass to Hines Allen all the way to the cup. Wilson tries to challenge, and Asia would want an offensive foul there. The bucket good by Hines Allen. Asia has it. Steps inside the arc. That one's off the mark. Miller rebound for the Wings. 1:10 to play first quarter. And Miller goes down the lane. Another rejection by Asia, and she saves it too. Saves it on the baseline to Jackie, and Jackie throws it away. Jewel Lloyd is going to the cup. Jackie just a little too anxious there. So Gray will come in for Young. Smith will come in for Wilson. So Evans putting a little pressure in the backcourt on Quinterly. Try to use up some of that shot clock. Evans still on her. Quinterly at midcourt. Gives up a dribble to Geisensloder. Over to Seacrest. Back to the basket. Bell on her. Seacrest bucket. Too easy. 27-26. Dallas back on top. Gray now has it. Flips the pass over to Smith. Back over to Bell. Bell's going to launch another three. Hit it. Kirsten Bell. Not playing much defense right now, but she is connecting on threes. So Bell with 2 threes, and it's 29-27. Quinterly's going to try to launch one herself. Back iron, no good. Smith cleans up the rebound, gets shoved to the ground by Seacrest. And that will not result in free throws. That's Dallas's only 4th team foul here of the quarter. So the Ace is committed 4. So if there is a foul here in the final 20 seconds, it'll be free throws regardless. Aces will hold for the final shot here of quarter number 1. Dallas will get the ball to start the second quarter. Aces like convert here. Pad the lead a little bit going into the second quarter. Evans has it with 9 seconds at midcourt. Gets a pick from Smith. Evans going to launch an early 3 and no good. And we're going to get a loose ball foul. And it will be free throws for the Aces. And they're going to get Geisensloder on this. So Nalissa Smith will get 2 free throws. So Evans put up that quick jumper with 6 seconds left on the clock. But Smith there to battle for the rebound, gets rewarded with 2 free throws. Nalissa already 2 for 2 today. Make it 3 for 3. That stroke looking a little bit better. Second free throw on the way, good as well. 4 for 4 for Smith, and the Aces lead is that 4. Here comes Quinterly to over to Seacrest, launches from half court, count if it goes. It does not go, hits the heel of the rim, and the Aces have put up 31 points in quarter number 1, but Dallas has 27. Continuing on here on a Sunday afternoon from the Michelob Ultra Arena in the Mandalay Bay. Aces trying to go for 7 in a row against the Wings. You're listening to Aces basketball here on ESPN Las Vegas.
It's Aces Basketball on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by West Star Credit Union.
Before you hire a lawyer for your injury case, ask them these 3 questions. Where are you based?
How many lawyers and staff do you have in Nevada? How much have you won for your clients?
When you call the Richard Harris Law Firm, you already know we're local.
I grew up here, so did Josh.
We have over 150 local legal professionals.
And what have we won?
Billions, and all with our less fee guarantee.
Who you hire matters. The Richard Harris Law Firm, 444-4444.
Broker license number 1001607.LLC.
You gotta go Galindo.
I'm Josh Galindo, owner of Galindo Group Real Estate. We're not just a real estate company, we're a lifestyle brokerage with over 20 years of experience. When you work with us, you get more than a realtor. You get an entire team dedicated to creating an experience you'll love. From start to finish, we make buying or selling your home smooth, fun, and completely stress-free.
You gotta go Galindo. 702-820.
GalindoGroupRealestate.com. Hey, it's JT here to tell you about the best pizza in Las Vegas, Grimaldi's. Only at Grimaldi's can you get their famous New York-style coal-fired brick oven pizza. Grimaldi's has 4 locations in the Vegas Valley, or check them out online at grimaldispizzeria.com.
There's plenty of reasons to go to Vegas. The Strip, the stadium, the football games, high-speed races, the biggest names, neon lights, the biggest fights, bull riding, and endless nights. Custom jerseys, stolen bases, colored wigs, and painted faces. There's something to fan for from dusk till dawn, and the list goes on and on and on and on. We don't know what brings you here, but we do know this. When you go to Vegas, whatever you go for, go all out. Head to visitlasvegas.com to learn more.
Modelo is an official cerveza of the Las Vegas Raiders and the JT the Brick Show. Modelo Especial is a rich, full-flavored Pilsner-style lager, delivering a crisp, refreshing taste, brewed with fighting spirit since 1925.
Big news, Las Vegas! Les Olson IT has moved to a bigger, better facility to serve you like never before. Our new space means more technology, more service, and more solutions, all designed with you in mind. Plus, we're hiring. If you're ready to grow with a company that values innovation and community, join our team today. Proudly serving Las Vegas for 23 years and counting. Les Olson IT, your business better.
Les Olson IT.
Laugh your way to work with the Press Box. Weekday mornings starting at 7 here on ESPN Las Vegas, 1100 AM and 100.9 FM. KWWN Las Vegas. Now back to Courtside with TC Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
Back here at the Michelob Ultra Arena inside the Mandalay Bay. And plenty more celebrities here in the house here today. Tim Brown, former Raider, in the house. So of course, a lot of Raider alumni at the Raiders-Niners game yesterday at Allegiant Stadium. DeJounte Murray, who joined us at halftime, our last home game, he's here again today. And, of course, Mark Davis in his customary seat there at midcourt. So the Aces have shot 63% so far. 6 for 9 from 3, but they only have a 4-point lead over the Dallas Wings, who come in here with a 9-25 record in 10th position in the WNBA. Aces currently sit at number 5 and again have won 6 in a row and climbing their way up the standings with only 9 games left in the regular season after today. So every game vitally important. There is a shot that is missed by Quinterly, and Melissa Smith cannot corral the rebound, and Melissa's saying, hey, that's supposed to be our ball. She wants Becky Hammond to challenge this, and Becky's having a conversation with her assistant coaches there, and the air ball is delivered by Geisensloter. There was only 2 seconds left on the shot clock there. So Kirsten Bell will inbound in the backcourt. Jewel Lloyd will bring it up. Aaliyah Nye now in the game for the Aces. The rookie from Alabama. Gray now has it. Gets to the free throw line. Back to Nye. She's going to launch a 3. That's off. Offensive rebound by Bell. Bell tries to get it back to Nye and nearly picked off by Quinterly. So Gray will inbound. Dishes it inside to Nye. Ball's tipped out of bounds. So 10 of the shot clock now. So Kirsten Bell got her first start going back in that game against Dallas, going back on July the 27th. And Bell had 19 points in that game. Earned her the start the rest of the way. Jewel puts up a shot, misses. Chelsea bodies up, muscle in. Chelsea Gray, show the guns, baby, as she muscled it in off the missed shot from Jewel Lloyd. And Gray puts the bucket in hard off the glass. Nicely done. Aces up 6, 33-27. Quinterly over to Diamond Miller, just went right down the lane, uncontested again. Aces got to tighten up that defense. Gray has it. Asked for a pick from Smith. She gets it. Chelsea now with a handoff to Jewel. Jewel for 3. Back iron, no good. Geisensloter comes down with a rebound. Back over to Miller. Miller's finally found a team here where she could get some minutes. She was a very highly sought after draft pick, early draft pick, going back 3 years ago. Just ended up with the wrong team with Minnesota there. She didn't get much playing time. Gray now has it with a left-hand dribble on the wing. Miller on her. Smith delivers a pick. Chelsea, step back three. Back iron, no good, but 3 free throws coming for CG12 as Haley Jones fouled her beyond the arc. And they're going to review this too. Becky Hammond is calling for a review here. Maybe something a little flagrant. Not giving any landing area there for Chelsea. And maybe he'll kick in with the legs. So they're going to look at this for a reckless closeout. And if that's the case, it could be 3 free throws, maybe a 4th free throw and possession for the Aces. All right, we will step away briefly here. 8:06 remaining, second quarter. Aces lead the Wings by 4.
Treasure Island has some of the best food and entertainment in Vegas. Enjoy Phil's Steakhouse, a classic steakhouse that features prime cuts of meat, seafood, and Italian specialties. Treasure Island is also home to Gillies, a longtime favorite of tourists and locals. A honky-tonk atmosphere with live music and dance floor for two-stepping and line dancing. Check out their toughest cowboy competition every Thursday with $200 up for grabs. Treasure Island, where parking is free. Visit Treasure Island and experience the best value on the Strip.
Must be 21 years or older. Please drink responsibly. Management reserves all rights.
Go Drive and online at zipzapauto.com.
Aces fans love a winning team. That's why the Aces use VegasTickets.com. With Vegas Tickets, you get the best seats to every event. Want front row? VegasTickets.com. Need group tickets or national event tickets? Yeah, Vegas Tickets. They're the best at taking care of customers, and they're an official partner of the Aces. Visit VegasTickets.com or call 702-795-7880. Ask for the Aces discount. VegasTickets.com, because where you sit matters.
Hey, this is Megan Gustafson with the Aces, and you're listening to the Aces Radio Network.
All right, we'll come back after the timeout. Did not look like a reckless closeout, so it'll just be 1 free throw coming up here. A'ja Wilson's going to check back in the game. And so now they are going to give Chelsea Gray the additional free throw here. So it was a reckless closeout. We're going to change that now. And Gray will get the free throw. So Chelsea's going to get 4 of them. And the Aces will get the basketball. So it could be a huge possession here for Las Vegas. Chelsea 2 for 2. Chelsea just having her own personal contest there. Hits them all. So the 3 free throws good. They're not awarding 4, just the 3 free throws, but the Aces will get the basketball. So instead of an additional free throw, it's the 3 free throws and possession. So Bell inbounds. So the Aces have a chance for maybe a 5 or 6 point possession here. Nye's going to try to make it 6. Hits the front rim, no good on the 3, and there's a long rebound by Quinterly. Gray gets back. Quinterly puts it up and scores it over Chelsea Gray. So the Aces only gained 1 point off of that whole ordeal. Gray gets in the kitchen. Drops inside to A. Off the glass, good. Assists Gray, bucket Wilson. And the Aces back up 7 now, 38-31. That's their largest lead of the day. Beckers back in the game. Jumper on the way, no good. A'ja gets the weak side rebound as it rolls off the other side of the rim. Wilson now fires the pass to Gray. Touch pass in the corner. Bell's going to try to get a third 3, and she does. Ring my bell. Kirsten Bell, 1, 2, 3 times the money. How about that? You got to believe she loves playing against the Dallas Wings. Had a career high 19 when she got the start against Dallas 3.5 weeks ago. And tonight, Kristen Bell is ringing it up. Timeout on the floor. 41-31, Aces lead.
Get ready for bacon, barbecue, and bold flavor. Say howdy to the Port of Subs Smoky Western. Stacked with smoked ham, tender turkey, smoky cheddar, bacon, and tangy barbecue sauce. Sweet, savory, sassy, but not for long. Order now at portofsubs.com, on the app, or ride on in today. The Smoky Western, only for a limited time.
Sliced fish sandwiches, Port of Subs.
Since 2014, Paul Pettit has proudly called Las Vegas and the surrounding area home. Over the years, Paul Pettit has financially supported community organizations such as
the LVMP Foundation,
Legal Aid Center of Southern Nevada,
Hope for the City,
Cheyenne High School,
Davies Bounty,
the Secret Santa Project,
and many more.
Hi, this is Paul Pettit from Paul Pettit Law, where compassion and strong local legal representation come together. Remember, it's not about the injury, it's about the recovery. To learn more, go to paulpettitlaw.com.
Hey Jeff, how's the new job working out?
Really sucks. Terrible boss and the paycheck is even worse. I gotta get a new job.
Truck you.
Wait, what?
Truck you.
You don't have to curse at me.
Dude, you should check out Truck You CDL training. My brother got his CDL license in 4 weeks and now he has a new career making great money.
Okay, I'm listening.
Truck You offers small classes with night and weekend times available. They will even help with payment programs. Check them out. Truck, the letter U, LV.com. Truck You.
For your criminal defense needs, NotGuilty.com, your trusted defense team. Have you been accused or charged with a crime? Having a criminal record can jeopardize your job, your reputation, and your immigration status. Our experienced attorneys, including former DAs and prosecutors, bring unmatched trial expertise to protect your rights and fight to clear your record. The time is now. Don't wait. 855-636-0550. 855-636-0550 or visit NotGuilty.com. Driving without a license, drug cases, violence cases, sex cases, arrest warrants. NotGuilty.com also assists with accident and labor cases. No upfront cost to start your injury case. And if we don't win, you don't pay. Call 855-636-0550. 855-636-0550 for your criminal defense needs. NotGuilty.com, your trusted defense team. Results may vary. An initial consultation is required to determine if your case qualifies. This is for informational purposes only and does not constitute official legal advice. This advertisement is paid for by the United Firm La Liga Defensora.
Hey, it's Joe Lloyd. You guys listen to the Aces Radio Network.
All right, back here at the house, the Aces found themselves down 4, went on a monster run here in the second quarter, and they're up 10, 41-31. And Kirsten Bell has 12 points. She had a career-high 19 against Dallas on July the 26th. That was her first start, and Jewel Lloyd went to the bench. So KB likes playing against Dallas. Ace is in a zone right now, and we're going to get a reach-in foul by Jackie Young, just a shove in the back, and totally away from the ball. So Jones will inbound. It's first team foul here in the quarter for the Aces. Bounce pass inside to Seacrest. Fall-away jumper, no good. Asia with another rebound. Asia coming up that 30-point, 16-rebound performance Friday night in Phoenix. Asia's got 3 right now to go along with her 11 points. Gray fires a pass to Jackie. Jackie in the corner, now flips it back to Chelsea. Nearly turned over again. Smith has it, got good position, working hard down low, and ends up short on that fall-away jumper. Quinterly lobs it inside to Geisensloter. She's open, she fires, she hits it. A little 6-footer by Luisa Geisensloter, 6'4" center from Germany. Asia now has at the top of the key. Aces do not want to let Dallas back in here. Gray spins the pass over to Jackie. She gives it right back to Asia. Assist Young, bucket Wilson. Beautiful ball movement by the Aces there. 43-33. Beckers has it now. And Jackie's going to probably get called for another foul here, a hook, unless they're going to. And it is. It is Jackie Young. So Jackie Young picking up a couple cheap fouls here. .5:59 remaining, second quarter. Geisensloter lobs it inside to Berger. Back to Beckers. Beckers nearly travels. Now she falls down, and Bell's there to pick up the loose change. Bell looking for some help. Gives it to Smith. Smith strong to the cup. Gets hammered, and they're going to call a jump ball. Looked like a foul here, and Alyssa Smith went up strong. And Seacrest got a piece of the ball, so we're going to jump it up here. So Seacrest at 6'2", and Smith at 6'4". Yeah. Bell gets the ball off the tip from Smith to Chelsea. That jumper's off the mark. Oh, Jackie Young with a nice rebound. Jackie puts the ball on the deck, now gets it swatted away, and Berger saves it off of Jackie's knee, and so it'll be Dallas basketball. Berger has it on the wing, gives it over to Beckers. A driving layup just right by Jackie Young there. And Becky Hammond's going to call a timeout. So the Ace is not playing the defense that Becky likes to see right now. 5:21 remaining before halftime, but the Aces still have an 8-point lead, 43-35.
It's Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by Finley Toyota and the Valley Auto Mall.
If you were injured in an accident, why would you call anyone but the Richard Harris Law Firm?
When I started my firm here in Nevada, I took cases of all sizes, and today we still do. It's about getting results for our clients.
We fight for the largest possible settlement in every case.
And with all that fighting, we've become Nevada's largest personal injury law firm, recovering billions for our clients.
Who you hire matters.
Why would you call anyone else? The Richard Harris Law Firm.
Summer's here, and with record-breaking temps already happening, your HVAC system's got to be ready to perform. At Semperfi Heating and Cooling, we don't just service systems, we prepare them for battle against the toughest conditions. That's why Semperfi is offering a 29-point precision inspection tune-up for $17.75. And because we believe in taking care of our first responders and our veterans, get 20% off all other services. Call Semperfi at 702-703-6450 for same-day service. That's 702-703-6450 or online at callsemperfi.com.
Banking should be personal. At Westar Credit Union, it is. We're not just another financial institution. We're your trusted partner in savings, loans, and life's biggest moments. Join today and let's build your future together. Westar Credit Union. Rooted in Nevada, built for you. Visit westar.org or your nearest branch and get started today.
When you need cash, how quickly can LendingStore.com connect you to a lender faster than this commercial? Whether you need cash for a medical bill, groceries, or rent, LendingStore.com's network of lenders makes it quick and easy. In less time than this ad, you can fill out a few fields at LendingStore.com and find out if a lender can get you $500 to $5,000 as early as tomorrow. So visit LendingStore.com today for details. See website for details. Lending Store is not a lender and does not make credit decisions. Must be 18 years old, not available in all states.
The human soul requires a minimum daily requirement of entertainment. But listening to the radio, like you're doing right now, yeah, that doesn't count. Welcome to the world of MGM Rewards, where we have the greatest live shows on earth, the biggest names in sports, the best chefs on the planet, and the most unforgettable nights of your life. This is way beyond watching 20-second clips on your phone. This is all the entertainment you can handle and more. So book now and make the most of your Vegas getaway at MGMRewards.com. Welcome to the show.
Now back to courtside with TC Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
So the Aces come out of the timeout. Becky Hammond says, we got to play some D here. Too many uncontested shots. So the lead is still 8 for Las Vegas, leading 43-35. Aces trying to make it 7 consecutive wins, and they have owned Dallas as well, too. Aces have won 22 of the past 25 games against the Wings, including the playoffs going back 2 seasons ago where they swept them. And there is a steal by Bergers. Took it away from Jewel Lloyd. Is 2-on-1 going the other way, and Seacrest gets the pass from Beckers. And now it's 43-37. So after the timeout, the turnover by the Aces. Young stops, fires inside the key. A 12-footer by Jackie Young. Berger has it at the top for the Wings. Spins over to Beckers and just throws it away. Beckers was not looking for the pass. So turnover by Berger. So Berger to Beckers didn't work there. A lot of E's, a lot of R's there. Lucky I'm fluent in both. Asia has it now at the top of the key. Jackie has it. Back to Asia. Asia sizing up Geisensloder. Asia says, I'll fire the jumper. No good. Weak side rebounds by Hines Allen. Berger now has it back to Allen. Over to Beckers. Beckers with a hippity hop. Step back three over Smith. That's an air ball. Goes out of bounds. Aces basketball. So Jewel Lloyd's coming with Jack Young here in the backcourt. Becky Hammond's orchestrating an offensive set here. You have Chelsea set the pick here at the high post. Now Chelsea comes and gets the ball from Jackie. Back to the basket. Chelsea looking for A. Asia has it now at the elbow, and Asia gets the ball swatted away by Segrest. Segrest gets Asia on the wrist. And that'll be 2 shots for Asia. Asia is holding her wrist there, and you can tell she's in a little bit of pain here. Hopefully she's okay. We know how tough Asia is here. Grimacing a little bit here. First free throw on the way, and that is good. Hits them both. Asia now with 15. The Aces lead back to double digits. 47-37. James over to Allen. Into the corner. Geisensloder. Smith on her. Back to Beckers. Beckers now has it in the corner. Penetrates to the right elbow. Back to Geisensloder. Jump hook. Another air ball. Seacrest comes down with the rebound. Then Chelsea takes it away. And they're going to get a reach-in foul on Chelsea. And Chelsea's going, please. Becky challenged that one. And now they're debating whether it's a shooting foul or not. If she was going up when Chelsea shot it. And it won't. It'll be a side out. So Isaiah James will inbound for Dallas. 3:37 to play before halftime. Beckers has it. Trying that up and under move again. It's not going to work. Over to Quinterly. Quinterly shoots an air ball. A 6-footer that went 8. But another possession for Dallas. Last touched by Jewel Lloyd. So Quinterly will inbound. 7 seconds on the shot clock. To Beckers. Jackie on her. Beckers gets by her. And an and one opportunity. Got Jewel Lloyd up in the air. Jewel fouled her. So a 3-point play by Paige Beckers. And just the variety of moves that Beckers has. Just a phenomenal player. You know, she gets compared so much to Caitlin Clark because they were the 2 superstars coming out of college the last couple of years. But Paige Beckers having a much better season than Caitlin Clark had in her rookie campaign last year, and definitely better than Clark has had this year. Clark has missed 16 games due to the right groin injury. Asia now has it to Jackie for 3. That's going to be off. Another rebound for Dallas, and Beckers comes up with it. Lead down to 7 now. Beckers has it at the top of the key. And ball's swatted away. Jackie comes away with it. A steal there. Good hands by Jewel Lloyd. And now Jackie gives it back to Chelsea. Chelsea now has it at the top. Over to Jackie in the corner. Jackie penetrates, leaves her feet, gives it to Jewel, back to Chelsea. Chelsea's open. That should be butter, and it is. But very smooth. 2 dribbles into the middle of the key, and Chelsea Gray drains it 49-40. 2.5 to play, second quarter. James has it. high arcing off the glass over Wilson. Asia, beautiful job there. And Melissa Smith comes down with a rebound for the Aces. Aces in transition. It's Chelsea behind the back. Scissors dribble between the legs. Chelsea spot up three. You know it's true. Chelsea money Gray for three. Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. Gray rings it up, and the Aces have their largest lead of the day, 52-40. Timeout, Dallas. Back with more in store around your door. More of what you're looking for. Aces basketball here on ESPN Las Vegas.
It's Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by West Star Credit Union.
Sierra Air Conditioning and Plumbing has proven that we can solve problems quickly, completely, and affordably, which is great. But we also like to prevent problems before they happen, which saves you money, so you can live your life comfortably and without worry. And the way we do it is with the Savings and Maintenance Membership, or SAM plan for short. For $16 a month, you get 4 yearly visits, a 15-point cooling system tune-up, a 15-point heating system tune-up, a 65-point plumbing inspection and water heater flush, 1 diagnostic or emergency service trip for plumbing or air, 15% off repairs, and a lot more, including peace of mind all year long. Check out the long list of benefits at SierraCoolsLV.com or give us a call at 702-380-7099. License number 0078689 and 081121.
Sierra Air Conditioning, plumbing, service that soars above the rest.
Let's get back to the action with TC Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
52-40 Las Vegas. Quinterly brings it up court, crosses midcourt. Lloyd on her. Pass inside to Seacrest, goes to the corner. Hines Allen nearly travels. Shot fake, dribbles into the paint, now gets it back. Asia on her, shot clock at 5. Pass inside to Quinterly, and that's got to be a turnover. The officials are saying it's Dallas ball. Dallas knows it. They're getting a freebie here, and the Aces. Kirsten Bell is at the other end of the floor here. And luckily, it's not going to cost the Aces. And Becky Hammond was not paying attention here, I guess, to the. When she comes down, she goes, "Oh, I guess maybe you should have challenged that. Who knows?" But it didn't hurt the Aces. Aces now turned it back over, and now Dallas turns it over. 3 turnovers in the last 7 seconds. Jackie for 3. Back rim, no good. Chelsea tips it in the hands of Hines Allen. Beckers has it. It's 2-on-1. Beckers and Quinterly against Bell, and Bell compounds the problem with a foul. So sloppiness at both ends. And Dallas got that extra possession because that was clearly off of Quinterly, and Quinterly knew it. She just, give me the ball. I want to inbound it. They didn't score in that possession, but then the turnover fest happened on the successive possessions. Isaiah James cannot convert the three-point play, but an offensive rebound by Hines Allen. Back to James, back to Hines Allen, lobs it inside. Asia gets a piece of the ball and takes it away. Great defense by the MVP. Aces up 10 with 1 minute to play here in the second quarter. Bounce pass to Chelsea at the top of the key. Fires a pass in the corner to Young. Back to Asia. Is going to take that three. Hit that three for the MVP. Asia Wilson from the right wing. The lefty launched and connected, and the Aces have their largest lead of 13, 55-42. 40 seconds remaining. Pass into Beckers. Beckers, turnaround jumper. Good. Great. Fires up court to Young. 33 seconds left. Chelsea thought about a long three there. Now we'll back it up. Aces will run some clock. 12-second differential between shot and game clock. 8 on the shot clock. Asia being held, no foul call. Chelsea's going to launch another three. That's an air ball. 14 seconds remaining here in the quarter. And Becky's giving the official piece of her mind there, saying it's definitely a foul. Can't hold Asia like that. She's trying to set a pick. 8 seconds to go. Quinterly has it. looking for Beckers. Now gets it to Beckers. 2-1. Beckers not going to get it off. The horn sounds, and the Aces have an 11-point lead at the half. 55 points on the board for the Las Vegas Aces at the half. And Dallas shooting it pretty well themselves there. And the difference here, definitely the three-point line, as the Aces are firing on all cylinders here, connecting on 10 three-pointers thus far. We invite you to hang with us at halftime. Diamond Douglas will have a halftime update. Get you caught up what's happening in the world of sports. We'll come on back here with the update as well as the stats and a look ahead to the rest of the week here. This is game one of the three-game homestand for the Aces as they try to make it 7 in a row against Dallas Wings. Halftime score, it is Las Vegas 55, Dallas 44. You're listening to Aces basketball.
Hi everybody, Johnny Dosco here. Step up to the plate this summer with Premier Pools and Spas and turn your backyard into the ultimate field of dreams. Whether you're kicking back or catching a game, nothing beats relaxing in your own swimming pool. From Auburn to Antioch, Marysville to Merced, we've mastered the inside game of building home run backyards. Don't strike out this summer. Swing for the fences with Premier Pools and Spas. License number 589234. Call 916-800-POOL and let's get you in the game.
Brought to you by the Regional Flood Control District.
Hey, Jeff, how's the new job working out?
Really sucks. Terrible boss and the paycheck is even worse. I gotta get a new job.
Truck you.
Wait, what?
Truck you.
You don't have to curse at me.
Dude, you should check out Truck You CDL training. My brother got his CDL license in 4 weeks and now he has a new career making great money.
Okay, I'm listening.
Truck You offers small classes with night and weekend times available. They will even help with payment programs. Check them out. LV.com. Truck You.
There's plenty of reasons to go to Vegas. The Strip, the stadium, the football games, high-speed races, the biggest names, neon lights, the biggest fights, bull riding, and endless nights. Custom jerseys, stolen bases, colored wigs, and painted faces. There's something to fan for from dusk till dawn, and the list goes on and on and on and on. We don't know what brings you here, but we do know this. When you go to Vegas, whatever you go for, go all out. Head to visitlasvegas.com to learn more.
Summer's here, and with record-breaking temps already happening, your HVAC system's got to be ready to perform. At Semperfi Heating and Cooling, we don't just service systems, we prepare them for battle against the toughest conditions. That's why Semperfi is offering a 29-point precision inspection tune-up for $17.75. And because we believe in taking care of our first responders and our veterans, get 20% off all other services. Call Semperfi at 702-703-6450 for same-day service. That's 702-703-6450. Or online at callsemperfi.com.
Aces fans love a winning team. That's why the Aces use VegasTickets.com. With Vegas Tickets, you get the best seats to every event. Want front row? VegasTickets.com. Need group tickets or national event tickets? Yeah, Vegas Tickets. They are the best at taking care of customers, and they're an official partner of the Aces. Visit VegasTickets.com or call 702-795-7880. Ask for the Aces discount. VegasTickets.com, because where you sit matters.
It's the Aces Radio Network Sports Update. Brought to you by Findlay Toyota in the Valley Auto Mall.
I'm Doug Douglas with your Aces halftime update. The Summerlin South Little League team so far is 2-0 in the Little League World Series, and their next game will be tomorrow as they take on the team from Irmo, South Carolina. That game is set to start at noon. And speaking of the Little League World Series, following today's Aces game here on ESPN Radio, we'll have the Little League Classic from Williamsport as the Seattle Mariners take on the New York Mets, with first pitch set for just after 4. Yesterday, the Raiders hosted the 49ers in preseason action at Allegiant Stadium, with the outcome coming down to this final play.
It'll be a 59-yard attempt right at midfield. Will be the hold. Snap, hold, kick is up. Kick is up, it's got the distance, and it is good. The 49ers run out on the field. The 49ers win with no time left on the clock. San Francisco 22, Las Vegas 19.
JT the Brick with the call after the game. Head coach Pete Carroll had his thoughts on the game.
I thought this was a really good, hard-fought game from start to finish, and we had some things that we needed to correct from the practice that we had, and we did. and played the running game very much more with impact than we did in the practice. The adjustments that the coaches made worked out well. The players were able to adapt just in a couple of days' time, and against a really formidable running team that loves to run the football, I thought we did that really well. It was a terrific game, back and forth the whole time. I liked that the first group, got down in the first 2 times they scored points. Gino did just fine. Genty looked tough as hell and had a couple really nice plays. Bounced back from a big hit. I don't know if the other guy did, but he did. And was impressive, I thought. We know Brock can do some stuff. He made a great play on a catch he made too, which was fun. So all in all, we got a lot better today and played a good solid game all the way through. 2 turnovers again. That's the ball game. We gave him the football back, and that's unfortunate. So nice job by Daniel today, kicking the ball too, knocking all those in. That was great. I know he'd hit the game winner if he had a shot, and so I think it was a good step forward.
That was Raiders head coach Pete Carroll after their 22-19 loss to the 49ers yesterday. The Aviators wrap up their series against Tacoma. First pitch set for 6:05 at the Las Vegas ballpark. When we return back to the house, as TC Martin will talk about the first half and get us ready for the second half of the Aces taking on Dallas.
It's Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas.
The ocean delights us. Some marvel at the colorful world below the surface. The ocean feeds us. Others find nourishment in its bounty. The ocean teaches us how our everyday choices impact even the deepest places. The ocean moves us, whether we're riding a wave or soaking in its breathtaking beauty. The ocean connects us. Find your connection at MontereyBayAquarium.org/connects.
Nevada.org. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal opportunity lender.
If you're injured in an accident, here are the things that matter. Who you hire to represent you matters.
Where they live may seem like it doesn't matter. It matters.
The Richard Harris Law Firm employs over 150 local people.
Trabajamos aquí.
We live right here. We know Nevada. We know the courts. And we know how to win.
If you're injured in an accident, who you hire to represent you matters. The Richard Harris Law Firm, 444-4444.
Running a business gets more complicated every year, so you need a trusted advisor in your corner, especially when it comes to your workers' comp program. Pro Group Management has been helping Nevada's self-insured businesses for over 20 years. Whether your business is retail, trucking, building, agriculture, or auto, our team has the expertise to make sure your coverage meets your needs. And at a price that fits your budget. Our award-winning team keeps track of all the important regulatory issues that impact your business. We help with safety, compliance, and inspections, because that's what you should expect from a trusted business partner. Find out how to have Pro Group Management work for you. Visit our website at pgmnv.com to receive a free cost savings analysis now. That's pgmnv.com, or call our Las Vegas office at 702-740-4380. Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
There's plenty of reasons to go to Vegas. The Strip, the stadium, the football games, high-speed races, the biggest names, neon lights, the biggest fights, bull riding, and endless nights. Custom jerseys, stolen bases, colored wigs, and painted faces. There's something to fan for from dusk till dawn, and the list goes on and on and on and on. We don't know what brings you here, but we do know this. When you go to Vegas, whatever you go for, go all out. Head to visitlasvegas.com to learn more.
Hello, I'm Jesse Fonseca with Park Place Realty. I have been your local broker since 1990. Yes, that's 35 years. So if you're looking at selling or buying a home, I'd love to be your choice. Call or text for more information, 702-736-3000. I'm also a mortgage banker, so if no one will lend you, I'll lend you. I have a lot of money. Credit restoration, notary, and much more. Call for a free home evaluation, 736-3000.
License B143790. Geneva Financial, 393995.
Welcome back to the Aces Radio Network. It's the halftime report with stats, scores, and more, presented by Westar Credit Union. Here's TC Martin.
Back here at the house, the Michelob Ultra Arena here, the Mandalay Bay, the Las Vegas Aces in control. And it was a little topsy-turvy at times in that first half, but the Aces got themselves out to a 11-point lead here after the first 20 minutes. They lead by a score of 55-54. A'ja Wilson, 18 points and only 3 rebounds for the MVP, but she is getting it done inside, doing whatever she wants on the offensive end. 7 for 10 for A'ja Wilson. The Aces have 3 double-digit scores. Kirsten Bell got the start again here tonight. Remember, she had the 19 points against Dallas in her first game that she got a chance to start on July the 26th. And she must love playing against the Dallas Wings, because Bell with 12 points, 4 for 4 from the field, and all 4 3-pointers. Chelsea Gray has 10. Chelsea coming off the 16-point effort that she had in Phoenix on Friday night. Rounding out the rest of the scoring in the first half of the Aces, and Alyssa Smith with 4, Jackie Young with 5, Jewel Lloyd with 3, and Dana Evans came in off the bench and connected on a 3. The Aces shooting exactly 50% from the field and 50% from 3. They're 9 of 18 from 3, 18 for 36 in the game. Dallas, a team with no Arike Agumbawali, Taisha Harris, Tiara McGowan, all injured, and they only have 8 healthy players suited up here. 4 of them are rookies, but they're giving the Aces all they want, and they do have the best rookie, in the league with Paige Beckers, who's having a fantastic season. Beckers has 11 first-half points, as does Maddie Seacrest, as Seacrest is in her second season from Villanova. So looking at UConn and Villanova taking care of business for the Wings, and the Aces would love to spread this lead out a little bit more here and get a little bit more comfortable as they have this home stretch with 3 games, and the next 2 are against playoff contending teams that they are looking up at in the standings. Tuesday night against the Atlanta Dream at 7 o'clock, and then Thursday against Phoenix. Both of these games huge for seeding purposes and also tiebreaker purposes as well. So the Aces are in pretty good shape right now. Indiana lost again last night. So now the Aces have got themselves a little separation between the 5 and the 6 seed. The Aces currently hold the 5, but they're not interested in that. They want to get inside that top 4, preferably at number 2 or number 3, which are both very, very attainable. They only trail the New York Liberty for that 2nd seed by a game and a half, and then Phoenix by a game, and they can make that up coming up this week. All right, back with the second half as we continue on from the Michelob Ultra Arena. The Aces lead by 11.
This has been the Las Vegas Aces halftime report on ESPN Las Vegas, presented by West Star Credit Union. We'll head back to courtside with TC Martin after this.
Hey, babe, where are you going?
Fantastic indoor swap meet.
The swap meet? I love Fantastic. Can I come along?
Sure, if you bring your wallet.
What are we shopping for?
Everything. They've got everything, and it's a lot more fun than shopping online.
Okay, let's spend the afternoon. It's just over on Decatur and Okie.
You know, Fantastic's open every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 10 to 6. And like they say, it's fantastic.
And like they say, we've got it.
There's plenty of reasons to go to Vegas. The Strip, the stadium, the football games, high-speed races, the biggest names, neon lights, the biggest fights, bull riding and endless nights, custom jerseys, stolen bases, colored wigs and painted faces. There's something to fan for from dusk till dawn, and the list goes on and on and on and on. We don't know what brings you here, but we do know this. When you go to Vegas, whatever you go for, go all out. Head to visitlasvegas.com to learn more.
This summer, you'll be loving Howard Lendon and America First Credit Union. Get new Visa credit cards with 0% intro APR for 6 months. Need a new ride? Get 90 days with no payments on new auto loans and 60 days no payments on RV and power sports loans. Our home equity loans start with an introductory 4.49% APR to refinance debt or take on the dream project. Start the summer fun now and your payments later. Apply today at AmericaFirst.com or visit a branch. Subject to membership, eligibility, terms, creditworthiness, and conditions. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing opportunity lender. Hey, Jeff. How's the new job working out?
Really sucks. Terrible boss and the paycheck is even worse. I gotta get a new job.
Truck you.
Wait, what?
Truck you.
You don't have to curse at me.
Dude, you should check out Truck You CDL training. My brother got his CDL license in 4 weeks and now he has a new career making great money.
Okay, I'm listening.
Truck You offers small classes with night and weekend times available. They will even help with payment programs. Check them out. Truck, the letter U, LV.com. Truck You.
Aces fans love a winning team. That's why the Aces use VegasTickets.com. With Vegas Tickets, you get the best seats to every event. Want front row? VegasTickets.com. Need group tickets or national event tickets? Yeah, Vegas Tickets. They are the best at taking care of customers, and they're an official partner of the Aces. Visit VegasTickets.com or call 702-795-7880. Ask for the Aces discount. VegasTickets.com, because where you sit matters.
Hey, Las Vegas, are you tired of plumbing prices that break the bank? At 365 Plumbing, we're bringing fair pricing back. Family owned and operated, we treat your home like it's our own. For your everyday plumbing needs, we're here 365 days a year, rain or shine, day or night. Extend the life of your water heater right now. Take advantage of our $89 water heater special. Visit us at 365plummingnv.com. Bringing fair pricing back to the Valley, one home at a time. 365 Plumbing, because where the water flows, 365 Plumbing goes.
What's up, y'all? This is Asia Wilson, and you're listening to the Aces Radio Network.
All right, back here for the second half, and Dallas will start with the basketball. Aces back with the same starting five they started the game with Bell, Smith, Wilson, Gray, and Young. Berger has it down low into Beckers. Beckers has it in the corner. Jackie is going to get a foul, another cheap foul by Jackie Young as Becker's on the swing here. And Jackie just a reach-in foul. So Jackie now has 3 fouls. Berger to Beckers. Beckers at the top of the key. Smith comes out on her. Beckers tries to go a fall-away jumper. That's going to be short. And Alyssa Smith with some very good defense there. So Smith gets the rebound. Chelsea has it. Crosses midcourt. Aces going left to right on your radio dial to start the second half here. Aces with the basketball and an 11-point lead. Jackie, jumper on the way. Back iron, no good. Nothing but wings players down low. And Grace Berger comes up with it. Berger down the lane, draws contact, no whistle. Asia comes up with a rebound. Long outlet pass to Bell. Bell has it. Comes down the left wing. Looking for Smith. Gets it to her in the corner. Smith is going to put up a jumper. And that's not the shot the Aces want. Melissa Smith putting up jumpers from 18 feet. Beckers now has it. Both teams have come up empty early on here in the second half. Aces would love to stretch this lead out. There's a long three counted by Geisensloter. She hit one early, and Becky Hammond burns that early timeout. Again, not happy at all. Hands on hips and saying, come on. Let's get a better effort here defensively and also at the other end. Aces lead down to 8. It's 55-47.
It's Aces Basketball on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by Finley Toyota and the Valley Auto Mall.
Hey, it's Chris Fox. Yep, your morning radio guy, and I want to be your trusted Las Vegas realtor. I've called Las Vegas my home for over 34 years, and I know it like the back of my hand. And I've helped a lot of Las Vegans just like you. So whether you're buying, selling, investing, or you have a property that needs a lot of TLC, I can help. Just call me, 702-419-4346. 702-419-4346. I want to be your trusted Las Vegas realtor, and I'm ready to go to work for you. Simply Vegas Real Estate. Broker number 1000960.
We're hiring at A1 Garage Doors. No experience? No problem. We provide full training, a brand new van, top-of-the-line tools, a gas card, and steady jobs with weekly pay. This isn't just a job. It's a career with real growth, great pay, and job security. Our team members go from training to 6 figures, and we're ready to help you do the same. Don't wait. Apply now at a1garage.com/careers.
A1garage.com. A1 from day one.
The human soul requires a minimum daily requirement of entertainment. But listening to the radio, like you're doing right now, yeah, that doesn't count. Welcome to the world of MGM Rewards, where we have the greatest live shows on earth, the biggest names in sports, the best chefs on the planet, and the most unforgettable nights of your life. This is way beyond watching 20-second clips on your phone. This is all the entertainment you can handle and more. So book now and make the most of your Vegas getaway at MGMRewards.com. Welcome to the show.
If you're injured in an accident, here are the things that matter. Who you hire to represent you matters.
Where they live may seem like it doesn't matter. It matters.
The Richard Harris Law Firm employs over 150 local people.
Trabajamos aquí.
We live right here. We know Nevada. We know the courts. And we know how to win.
If you're injured in an accident, who you hire to represent you matters. The Richard Harris Law Firm, 444-4444.
Aces fans love a winning team. That's why the Aces use VegasTickets.com. With Vegas Tickets, you get the best seats to every event. Want front row? VegasTickets.com. Need group tickets or national event tickets? Yeah, Vegas Tickets. They are the best at taking care of customers, and they're an official partner of the Aces. Visit VegasTickets.com or call 702-795-7880. Ask for the Aces discount. VegasTickets.com, because where you sit matters.
Now back to Courtside with TC Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
Becky Hammond burns a quick timeout. A minute and 26 seconds into this second half. Aces led by 11 at the half. It is 8 right now. Aces have not scored yet. Have come up empty in their opening 3 possessions. Smith now has it and gives it back to Gray, and a quick whistle here. So Grace Berger commits a foul there. So Aces have already committed 2 quick fouls here early on in the third. That's Dallas's first. Beckers is on Jackie Young. Jackie passes the ball over to Smith. Now gives it over to Gray. Gray at the top of the key. And we got a pass on into Asia, but we got another foul on Dallas. So now it's going to get evened up 2-2. So the officials with some quick whistles here to start the second half. Geisensloter gets that one. She's got 3 now. So Bell will inbound in the Aces forecourt in front of the Dallas bench. Young to Asia. She's open from 17. In and out. More than halfway down there. It came out. Jones. Dallas got off to that good start. Both teams connected on 5 of their first 6 shots. And then Dallas jumped out to a lead. Dallas's largest lead was 4, and the Aces have led by as many as 13. And another foul is called on the Aces. And they're going to get Asia Wilson on that one. That's her first. Becker's jumper on the way. That's short. And Smith comes down with a rebound. Gray to Asia. Asia going to take it strong to the rack, off the glass. Too strong. But Haley Jones fouled her. Asia with a nice hesitation move. And again, the key just parted there. And Asia had the drive. And so Haley Jones fouled her. So Wilson will get to the free throw line. Asia, a perfect 4 for 4 at the stripe so far here today. First one up on the way, in and out. Asia with 18 on the day so far. Averaging her number, 22, to go along with the 10 rebounds. Second free throw is good. Aces back up by 9, 56-47. Beckers brings it up across midcourt. Young on her. Over to Jones. Jones has it. A on her. Jones passes inside. Ball's tipped away. But into the hands of Geisensloter. Long 3. She's already hit a couple of those. That one's off the mark. But Jackie Young pushes the pace. Jackie gets to the top of the key. Uses a pick from Asia. Jackie spot up jumper in and out. Another heartbreaker from 12 feet. Haley Jones comes up with the left-hand dribble. Backdoor cut to Beckers to the glass. Past Jackie and good. 56-49. Aces lead cut to 7 now. Jackie gives up her dribble. Geisensloter on her. Spins a pass into Asia. Asia going down. Haley Jones off the glass. Count of it goes, and it doesn't go. So 2 more free throws coming for Wilson. So 2 more for Asia. She split the last pair. First free throw up and good. Nothing but cotton. Second one on the way. And that is good as well. Lead back to 9. Beckers walks it up the court. Jackie guarding her. Young with the 3 fouls. To Jones. Asia comes out to grab her at the top of the key. Jones penetrates down the lane, goes off the glass, and good. 58-51. Ace is content to walk the ball up the court now with Jackie Young. Becker's on her. Gets a pick from Asia up high. Back over to Wilson. Wilson going down the lane. Draws contact. And Asia Wilson again. And we'll see if we're going to get a shooting foul here or not. And it is. Get the good old NBA continuation there. Chris Kalanis cannot believe that that is a shooting foul. And Dallas now is over the limit anyway, so that's their 5th. Wilson back at the line, hits it. Jewel Lloyd back in. Melissa Smith will exit. So you got Lloyd, Bell, Young, Gray, and Wilson. Asia spending a lot of quality time at the line here, just like she did in Phoenix on Friday night. Asia misses that one, ends up short. The lead is 8. Haley Jones has it. Crosses midcourt. Back over to Hines Allen. To Beckers. Beckers fakes left, goes right. Gets into the corner. Follow-away jumper. That's going to be short again. Beckers ends up short on a lot of those, but an offensive putback by Maddie Seacrest. The 11-point lead is now down to 6. 5:50 to play, third quarter. And there's another foul. And that's the foul that Becky Ham, you probably heard her. She's calling for that. She wanted that at the end of the first half. Same thing. Asia's up there trying to set a pick. Yeah. And they're just, as Becky just said, bear hugging her. So Asia back to the free throw line. See if Asia can make both of these count now. First free throw up and good. The 3 dribbles, the spin, the patented release. The second one on the way. Good as well. Asia now 9 for 11 at the free throw line. She's got 24 to lead all scorers. Lead back to 8. Jones has it at the top of the key. Chelsea on her. Pass goes inside to Seacrest. Seacrest over Bell. Count it. So this is exactly the way the game started out. Teams exchanging buckets. And the Aces are scoring at the free throw line right now. Dallas is scoring from the field. Bounce pass from Lloyd to Asia. Swung back to the corner. Everyone's touching the rock. Jewel for 3. You got that right. Jewel Lloyd for a triple, and the Aces needed that one. Get a little mojo going from hitting from the field, and it's 64-55. 5 minutes to play, third quarter. And there is the answer by Seacrest. She's got 17 now. 64-57. Gray has it. Chelsea behind the back. Looking for A. Cashes in off the glass. And 1 for the MVP. Chelsea Gray delivered a sweet dime there. No look pass. Right hand, backhand. Boom off the glass to Asia Wilson. And Wilson for the 3-point play opportunity to get this lead back to double digits. Asia living at the line. And that is always a great sign. Mom and Dad sitting in half court there. Legs crossed saying, that's a girl. That's what she does. And cannot convert the 3-point play. And there's a steal in the backcourt. Jackie going to launch a 3. Count it. A triple for Jackie Young. So Asia can't get the three-point play, but Jackie gets a three of her own there. Timeout Dallas, and the Aces are back up a dozen, 69-57.
It's Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas.
If you need to sell your house,
talk to Aaron Taylor.
You want to sell it fast and get the most cash, talk to Aaron Taylor,
the real estate guy.
All right, Jacob. It's sellers versus buyers, kid. Pool noodle battle. You ready?
Oh, I'm ready. But the sellers are going down today.
Not a chance, baby. Our sellers get cash advances. We handle the repairs up front, and we always get top dollar. We'll even buy your house for cash if needed.
Okay, but don't forget about the buyers. Inventory's up, which means more homes to choose from. And we negotiate hard to get our buyers the best deal. And some closing costs, maybe.
Well, now you're just showing off.
Just doing what we do best.
Buyers or sellers, the real estate guy's got your back.
Call us at 702-310-6683 or visit therealestateguyLV.com.
That's 702-310-MOVE. eXp Realty license number 38886. Call for details.
talk to Aaron Taylor,
the real estate guy.
What's up, y'all? It's Chelsea Gray. You're listening to Aces Radio Network.
All right, crowd on their feet here today. The 43rd consecutive sellout here at the Michelob Ultra in the Mandalay Bay, a WNBA record. And the Aces just continue to build that total of consecutive sellouts here at the house. What a great home court advantage the Aces have. And again, the schedule is kind of stacked against them with so many games on the road, especially on the East Coast and the Midwest first half of the season. But now down the stretch, the final 9 games, Aces play a majority of them here at home. And there's a pass inside from Quinterly to Segrest. And Segrest now has 19. So the lead is 10. Asia gets a pass from Chelsea again. Instant replay right there. Another dime by Chelsea. Delivered to Asia. The lead back to 12. That has been there all day long. Beckers gives it over to Quinterly. To James, and ball is taken away by Wilson. Gives it to Jackie. Jackie working on Beckers. Going to cash it out to Jewel Lloyd for a long three. Asia with a putback. She's fouled. 2 more free throws. So Jackie passed up a potential layup, kicked it to Jewel in the corner. Jewel fired the 3, and Asia was right there on the offensive glass to clean it up. Didn't need any Windex there. And Asia will get a chance to splash down 2 free throws. How redundant is this? Asia Wilson at the free throw line. Love it. Asia connects in the first. And hits the second. With that free throw, Asia Wilson has the same number as the Aces do at the free throw line as their current wins. 11 out of their last 14. That's what Asia has at the line today. Connected 11 for 14. There's a quick jumper by Seacrest. That's off the mark, and Jewel Lloyd has it. Back pass to Asia. She brings it up. Chelsea, top of the key. Jackie has it on the left wing. Aces spread out here wide. 1-4 set up here. Inside to Asia. She has it at the left elbow. Back to the basket. Into the corner. Ball is tipped by Hines Allen. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Gray will inbound in the corner right in front of the Wings bench. Chelsea gives the pass into Asia. Asia has the shot clock at 5. Working on Hines Allen. Spin move. Jump hook. Around and down for the MVP. It's the Asia Wilson show today. 32 points for Asia Wilson. And the Aces have their largest lead, 75-59. 3 minutes to go, third quarter. James gets Lloyd up in the air. Shot fake, no good. Ball's batted around. Dana Evans comes down with a weak side rebound. Smallest player on the floor. Oh, Isaiah James just ripped the ball away from Evans. She has a breakaway layup. Just ripped it away. And they got a delay a game warning here on Quinterly. So now Gray will bring it up. Crosses midcourt. Gray has it at the top of the key between the legs. Now gives it up to Young. Young on the left wing. The clear out here for her. Asia comes, sets a pick. Cross-court pass in the corner. Another turnover for Jackie Young. Aces were pretty much turnover-free in that second quarter and beginning of this third. They have 8 now. Dallas with 10. Beckers has it. Dribbles to the free throw line. Now gives it up. Quinterly has it outside the arc. Lobs it inside. We're going to get a holding foul down low on Chelsea Gray. So 13 foul on the Aces. James inbounds to Quinterly. Segrest, she's been on fire today. That went in and out. Asia with a rebound. Outlet pass to Jewel. Lloyd comes across midcourt in front of us on the right side. Now gets to the wing with the left-hand dribble. Ball's batted away. Jewel controls it. Now gives it to Jackie. A minute 50 to play here in the third. Bounce pass from Jackie into Asia now has it. Back over to Evans, to Young. Jackie with 5. She's going to force up a 3. That's short. Line drive hits the front rim. Got a leak out. Maisha Hines Allen with the layup. 75-63. Minute and a half to play here in the third. Evans has it, crosses midcourt. To Wilson. Wilson delivers the pick, I should say. Then Evans down the lane, trying to draw a foul. No foul there. And here comes Quinterly. Pushes the pace. Aces do a good job of getting back. It's 5-on-5 now. James over to Segrest. Segrest now passes it back over to James at the top of the key. Lloyd on her. Asia now switches off. James tries reverse layup. Rejected by Wilson, but in the hands of Beckers. Beckers bodies up, and another foul on Jackie Young. Paige Beckers just doing work. And a three-point play opportunity, and the Aces are letting Dallas get right back into this game. So that'll be Jackie's 4th foul. And Aaliyah Nye in, Jackie Young out. Kia Stokes going to check in. Give Asia a blow. So Beckers drives the three-point play. She gets it. 75-66. Under a minute to play here in the third. Evans has it, crosses midcourt. To Stokes, to Gray. Chelsea behind the back to Jewel for 3. You got it! Jewel Lloyd ring up another 3. Another beautiful assist from Chelsea Gray. And Jewel bangs home a 3. And Jewel Lloyd now has 9. Aces back up a dozen. 78-66. James has it. Top of the key. Drives down the lane. High arcing shot off the glass. Challenged by Gray into the hands of Stokes. Key with a nice rebound off the bench there. Chelsea has it. Aces will hope for the last shot. Dallas will get the ball to start quarter number 4. 7 seconds to go. Chelsea's at midcourt. Gets a pick from Stokes. Chelsea has it. Fires a pass to Jewel. Can she go back-to-back jacks? Yes, she can. Another triple. 6 in a row for Jewel Lloyd as the horn sounds at the end of 3. And the Aces are up 15 in the last 6, courtesy of number 24, Jewel Lloyd. 30 minutes in the books, 10 to go. And the Aces rolling along here on a Sunday afternoon, right here on your home for Aces basketball, ESPN Las Vegas.
Listen to UNLV Sports right here on ESPN Las Vegas, 1100 AM and 100.9 FM.
Treasure Island has some of the best food and entertainment in Vegas. Enjoy Phil's Steakhouse, a classic steakhouse that features prime cuts of meat, seafood, and Italian specialties. Treasure Island is also home to Gillies, a longtime favorable tourists and locals. A hunky-tonk atmosphere with live music and dance floor for two-stepping and line dancing. Check out their toughest cowboy competition every Thursday with $200 up for grabs. Treasure Island, where parking is free. Visit Treasure Island and experience the best value on the Strip.
Must be 21 years or older. Please drink responsibly. Management reserves all rights.
Ready to stop renting and start owning? At Westar Credit Union, we're here to make home ownership simple. Take advantage of flexible mortgage rates, flexible terms that fit your budget, and expert support every step of the way. Let's make your move together. Learn more at westar.org or visit your nearest branch. All loans subject to approval, terms and conditions apply, equal housing opportunity, NMLS 456635.
If you're a business owner considering an exit, you've got options. If you want to list your business, go with our competition. If you want to sell your business, go with SunbeltVegas.com. Visit SunbeltVegas.com to get a no-cost business valuation today, and all your information is kept 100% confidential. So remember, if you want to list your business, go with our competition. If you're looking to sell your business, visit SunbeltVegas.com.
Firm 444-4444.
At Intermountain Health, we believe life is a circle. May yours surround you with insight, a healthy perspective, trust, and reassurance. The belief that our differences aren't that different, and compassion just when you need it most. Life is a circle. May yours help you live the healthiest life possible. Intermountain Health.
Beat the heat and pack up the car. Bring the kids and make memories that last without spending a fortune. Cedar City in beautiful southern Utah is closer than you think and cooler than you expect. An easy 3-hour drive and you can enjoy that cool mountain air. Enjoy an amazing hike in one of the many nearby national parks or some great fishing in the nearby lakes and reservoirs. There's something for everyone, and it won't break the bank. Visit cedarcity.com to plan your summer escape.
Hey, what's up? It's Dana Evans here, and you're listening to the Aces Radio Network.
30 minutes in the books, 10 to go here. And the Las Vegas Aces looking to be on track for their 7th consecutive victory here today, and continue to climb up here in the standings. Don't forget, Tuesday night, back here at the house. And then Thursday night as well, Atlanta comes to town. The Atlanta Dream, currently in second place, right behind the Minnesota Lynx. 7 o'clock with the tip-off, 6:30 with the pregame right here in your home for Aces Basketball, ESPN Las Vegas. And then the Aces, who just beat the Phoenix Mercury Friday night in a huge game. Phoenix going to try to pay back the Aces when they come here on Thursday. So 2 huge games, 9 games left in the regular season, and the Aces more than likely playoff bound and just trying to get the best possible seed they can. So the Aces bring it up. Dana Evans at the top of the key. A'ja Wilson getting her blow here to start the fourth quarter. Chelsea Gray also out. So you got Evans, Lloyd, Aaliyah Nye, Kirsten Bell, and Kia Stokes. So the Aces do not want to see this lead evaporate here with this unit. Aside from Jewel Lloyd, not much scoring here on the floor here. Kirsten Bell gets a reaching foul on Segrest. Segrest having a game. 19 points. She's getting a lot of looks here. She's 9 for 13, but no Arike Gumbawali today as she is injured. And again, Dallas playing with only 8 available players here today. Quinterly has it. Dribbles down the lane. Over to Diamond Miller. Just came over in the trade from Minnesota. And she misses, and Kia Stokes comes down with another rebound. Nice job by Kia. Evans has it. Crossover dribble. Over to Nye. Nye tries to penetrate down the lane. Now gets stopped. Back over to Bell. to Evans. Evans going to go down the lane, looking for some help. Gives it out to Nye. Shot clock coming down. Nye forces up a shot and count it. Aaliyah Nye with a left-hand scoop. Oh, yeah. Bust out the ice cream. Aaliyah Nye with the bucket, and the Aces have their largest lead of the day at 17, 83-66. James forces up a shot, misses. Stokes with another rebound. Outlet pass to Evans. Dana now flips a pass to Bell. Bell's going to launch a three. She 3 in the first half. She misses that one. And Nye takes it away from James. Back to Jewel for 3. High arcing shot off the back rim. Does not go in. Quinterly. Geisensloter for 3. She misses. And Bell with a rebound. So the Aces faring okay right now with this group on. And again, you're facing a Dallas team with a lot of bench players that are forced to start here because of their injury situation. Jewel for 3 again. That one's going to be off the mark. And Miller comes down with a rebound. Miller now gives it to Quinterly at the top of the key. Quinterly penetrates inside on Stokes. Back over to Geisensloter. Shot clock under 10. To Miller at the top of the key. Got the size advantage on Dana Evans, and Miller takes it all the way to the rack. And A'ja Wilson's going to come back in. Evans has it. Crosses midcourt. Evans gets by Quinterly. Over to Bell. Bell, step back 3 again. Count it. Kirsten Bell. Make that her 5th 3. 5 threes in 6 attempts, and KB's got 15. Quinterly. Cross-court pass over to Geisensloter. Diamond Miller's going to try a 3. That's off the mark. Jewel Lloyd with a nice screen out there. However, Seacrest is just a little bit too strong there and too tall. Takes it away. Evans brings it up. Aces have a 16-point lead with 6:40 to play. Dana with a nice crossover move. Floater off the glass, too strong. Nye tries to bat it away into the hands of Quinterly. Rather to James, now to Quinterly. Quinterly down the lane, over Evans' left hand. And she gets fouled by Dana. So 2 free throws coming for J.J. Quinterly, the rookie from West Virginia. Paige Beckers and A'ja Wilson have a little friendly conversations. We'll both get ready to check in here. You got the reigning phenom and the maybe up-and-coming phenom. Having a little chat right in front of us here. So Wilson back in. And Kia Stokes out. The free throws are good. It's 86-72. Evans has it at the top. Over to Jewel. Lloyd has it in the corner. Lloyd, crossover dribble. Going to try another 3. That one's off, so Jewel's got a little cold here. Quinterly down the lane. And Quinterly takes it all the way to the rack. And Becky Hammond's going to call a timeout here. Not happy with what's transpiring. The lead is now down to 12. 6 minutes to play in the game. Aces leading the Wings.
It's Aces Basketball on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by Finley Toyota and the Valley Auto Mall.
Hey, it's JT here to tell you about the best pizza in Las Vegas, Grimaldi's. Only at Grimaldi's can you get their famous New York-style coal-fired brick oven pizza. Grimaldi's has 4 locations in the Vegas Valley, or check them out online at Grimaldi'sPizzeria.com.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability, making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Southern Nevada Chevy dealers.
Modelo is an official cerveza of the Las Vegas Raiders and the JT the Brick Show. Modelo Especial is the model Mexican lager. Everyone knows that hard work deserves a fitting reward. A Pilsner-style lager with a crisp, clean taste.
Bank of America is the nation's leading business lender, and we're ready to help with your next goal here in Las Vegas. That's why we have over 3,700 local business specialists across the country. Because with the right team, your business and community prosper. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com/local business. Bank of America, official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America Corporation, all rights reserved.
Big news, Las Vegas! Les Olson IT has moved to a bigger, better facility to serve you like never before. Our new space means more technology, more service, and more solutions, all designed with you in mind. Plus, we're hiring. If you're ready to grow with a company that values innovation and community, join our team today. Proudly serving Las Vegas for 23 years and counting. Les Olson IT, your business better.
Les Olson IT.
Beat the heat and pack up the car. Bring the kids and make memories that last without spending a fortune. Cedar City in beautiful southern Utah is closer than you think and cooler than you expect. An easy 3-hour drive and you can enjoy that cool mountain air. Enjoy an amazing hike in one of the many nearby national parks or some great fishing in the nearby lakes and reservoirs. There's something for everyone and it won't break the bank. Visit cedarcity.com to plan your summer escape.
Now back to Courtside with TC Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
6 minutes to play. Aces hanging on here. They lead by 12. And the Aces have been fantastic with their scoring and very consistent today. 31 points in the first, 24 in the second, 26 in the third. And Melissa Smith checks back in. So you got Smith, Wilson, Gray, Young, and Bell. All right, so see if the Aces can hammer this thing home here. Gray gets over to Smith at the top of the key with pressure in the backcourt by Dallas. And now Chelsea has it. At the top, gets a pick from Wilson. Back over to Smith. Smith has it, going down the lane. Bodies up. Beautiful move by Nalissa Smith. Nice power move. And she finishes it with a 6-foot floater. The lead back to 14. Quinterly has it at the top to Berger. Berger launches. Line drive, no good. And Bell comes down with a rebound to Wilson. To Gray, into the corner to Jackie. Finds A right in the middle of the key. Back iron, no good. And Beckers comes up with it. Beckers now with the left-hand dribble. Bounce pass inside to Geisensloter. Asia comes out on her. Geisensloter. Double dribble. There it is. And the officials caught it. Becky Hammond would really love to see the killer instinct here. You have this game under control here. And you've seen the Aces, earlier in the season would cough up these type of leads. But again, they're on a roll here. They realize what's at stake. Every game crucial. And they want to end on a solid note. Speaking of solid note, how about Kirsten Bell? Bell hits another triple. She's got 18. Something about playing Dallas. Geisensloter. Beckers. Back over to Quinterly. Lobs it inside. Tipped away by Jackie in the hands of Gray. Gray, no look pass to A. Oh, there it is again. Chelsea Money Gray dishing another dime. This one from 35 feet away. Asia catches it in midair, kisses it off the glass, and the Aces are up 19, blowing out the wings. 93-74, timeout, Dallas. You listen to Aces basketball here on ESPN Las Vegas.
It's Aces Basketball on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by West Star Credit Union.
Before you hire a lawyer for your injury case, ask them these 3 questions. Where are you based?
How many lawyers and staff do you have in Nevada? How much have you won for your clients?
When you call the Richard Harris Law Firm, you already know we're local.
I grew up here, so did Josh.
We have over 150 local legal professionals.
And what have we won?
Billions. And all with our less fee guarantee.
Who you hire matters. The Richard Harris Law Firm. 444-4444.
Broker license number 1001607.LLC.
You gotta go Galindo.
I'm Josh Galindo, owner of Galindo Group Real Estate. We're not just a real estate company, we're a lifestyle brokerage with over 20 years of experience. When you work with us, you get more than a realtor. You get an entire team dedicated to creating an experience you'll love. From start to finish, we make buying or selling your home smooth, fun, and completely stress-free.
You gotta go Galindo. 702-820.
GalindoGroupRealestate.com.
Hey, it's JT here to tell you about the best pizza in Las Vegas, Grimaldi's. Only at Grimaldi's can you get their famous New York-style coal-fired brick oven pizza. Grimaldi's has 4 locations in the Vegas Valley, or check them out online at Grimaldi'sPizzeria.com.
There's plenty of reasons to go to Vegas. The Strip, the stadium, the football games, high-speed races, the biggest names, neon lights, the biggest fights, bull riding, and endless nights. Custom jerseys, stolen bases, colored wigs, and painted faces. There's something to fan for from dusk till dawn, and the list goes on and on and on and on. We don't know what brings you here, but we do know this. When you go to Vegas, whatever you go for, go all out. Head to visitlasvegas.com to learn more.
Modelo is an official cerveza of the Las Vegas Raiders and the JT the Brick Show. Modelo Especial is a rich, full-flavored Pilsner-style lager, delivering a crisp, refreshing taste, brewed with fighting spirit since 1925.
Big news, Las Vegas! Les Olson IT has moved to a bigger, better facility to serve you like never before. Our new space means more technology, more service, and more solutions, all designed with you in mind. Plus, we're hiring. If you're ready to grow with a company that values innovation and community, join our team today. Proudly serving Las Vegas for 23 years and counting. Les Olson IT, your business better.
Les Olson IT.
This is Jackie Young, and you're listening to Aces Radio Network.
The crowd going crazy here today for another Aces victory. It was a little rugged go early on in the season, but the Aces have put it together now, looking for their 21st victory of the season, 21-14. Just need to hang on here in the final 4-22, which should not be a problem considering they are up 19 points. Aces came out in here today as a 10.5-point favorite. Quinterly now gives it over to Beckers. Beckers going down the lane, off the glass, and that is good. Gray crosses midcourt. Chelsea. Bounce pass over to Jackie. Chelsea, another look inside for Asia. Oh, Asia gives it up to Melissa Smith. Asia could have brought that one home, give Chelsea her 14th assist, but hey, why not get in the act? You know, let Melissa get a little piece of the action, reward her for crashing the boards there. Another missed shot by Dallas. Wilson now has it. Over to Young. Jackie has it. Outside the arc, straight away. Back over to Chelsea. Chelsea looking for another dime here to Melissa Smith. She may get it, and she gets it. A 14th assist, and Melissa Smith with a triple. All smiles here today in Las Vegas as the Las Vegas Aces are pouring it on the Dallas Wings. The lead is 22. Long shot by Quinterly, no good. Offensive rebound by Hines Allen. Gives it over to Seacrest, and Seacrest having a nice game today, 23 for Dallas. 2:45 to play. Jackie draws the double team, gives it to Smith. Smith's going to try another triple. Could it be? You know it's true. You know it's true. All the Aces got their 3 fingers up in the air. Melissa Smith, against her former team that traded her 6 weeks ago, says, okay, this is what I can do. Oh, my goodness. 14 for Smith. 101-78. Dallas is going to call another timeout. We'll step away. Aces rolling 101-78.
It's Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by Finley Toyota and the Valley Auto Mall.
Before you hire a lawyer for your injury case, ask them these 3 questions. Where are you based?
How many lawyers and staff do you have in Nevada? How much have you won for your clients?
When you call the Richard Harris Law Firm, you already know we're local.
I grew up here, so did Josh.
We have over 150 local legal professionals.
And what have we won?
Billions. And all with our less fee guarantee.
Who you hire matters. The Richard Harris Law Firm. 444-4444.
Broker license number 1001607.LLC.
You gotta go Galindo.
I'm Josh Galindo, owner of Galindo Group Real Estate. We're not just a real estate company, we're a lifestyle brokerage with over 20 years of experience. When you work with us, you get more than a realtor. You get an entire team dedicated to creating an experience you'll love. From start to finish, we make buying or selling your home smooth, fun, and completely stress-free.
You gotta go Galindo. 702-820.
GalindoGroupRealestate.com.
Let's get back to the action with TC Martin on ESPN Las Vegas.
So the Las Vegas Aces putting a stamp on this one with a huge victory here, making 7 wins in a row, climbing up the playoff ladder with 9 games left after today. Quinterly, 6-foot jumper, goes about 4 feet, an air ball, but an offensive rebound. Isaiah James puts up a shot. That's an air ball. And Dallas just does not have the horses here. Again, playing shorthanded, but this team has struggled all season long with only 9 victories to their credit, and they're going to have their 26th loss here today. But if you're the Aces, that's exactly what you have to do. You have got to beat those teams. You got to beat every team that's in front of you. So we got a shot clock violation by one official. The other official has a foul called, and they're going to look to see if this shot, if the foul is going to count, if it occurred before the shot clock expired. So that will drag us down for another review here. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. We'll keep it here. We'll remind you about the upcoming remaining games of the homestand here. The Aces Tuesday night against the Atlanta Dream, 7 o'clock with the tip. Phoenix on Thursday, same time. And this victory is fantastic here today, but again, the Aces need to beat the teams that are in front of them to improve their playoff seed. As of today, the Aces have the 5 seed. They're in striking distance. Phoenix currently has the 4 spot. New York Liberty now has fallen down to the 3rd seed, courtesy of the Aces' victory over them last night. And the Aces even gained a little bit more ground with Minnesota defeating New York in yesterday's game. So when you look at the WNBA standings right now, you got Minnesota. They've locked up the number 1 seed. They've already clinched it. They're 28-5. Atlanta now 21-12. The Liberty 21-13. And then there you go. You got the Mercury and the Aces right there. The Mercury 19-13. And with today's victory, the Aces will move to 21-14. So you got a log jam. So the number 2 seed, ultimately, that's what the Aces would love to have because it's unattainable to catch Minnesota. So considering the Aces were in the 8th spot 2.5 weeks ago, they're in a beautiful position right now. Indiana Fever found themselves down a bundle against Connecticut Sun earlier today. Indiana came back, forced overtime, and won the game in overtime, 99-93. So that doesn't necessarily help the Aces. But because the Aces do not want to be tied with them because Indiana holds a tiebreaker, but the Aces now are game and a half ahead of the Fever. Actually, it'll be 2 games after today. So Megan Gustafson is in the game. So all the Aces getting in the action here today. Dallas gets a bucket to make it 101-80. Jewell Loyd back in as well. Kia Stokes. Jewell stops, fires, jumper. That one's off the mark. James brings it up for Dallas. A minute and a half to play. Berger gets in the paint. She scores a jumper. Minute and a half to go. Aces up by 19. Dana Evans to the right wing. Back over to Jewell. Over to Nye. The ball's tapped out of bounds by James. Aces will inbound. Now the officials are calling a halt to play here. Retrieving the basketball. So Nye will inbound, far side. In the Aces forecourt. Evans has it, gets a pick from Stokes. Evans goes down the lane, kicks it over to Jewell. Loyd has it. Nice pass inside to Nye. Nye gets the shot blocked, but we're going to get a foul, and the Leah Nye will earn 2 free throws. So Leah Nye's free throw good. Berger gives it to Hines Allen down the lane, and she scores it. She'll get a 3-point play opportunity. And this one, all over except the final score. Maisha Hines Allen, who had a long career with the Washington Mystics, now with the Dallas Wings, converts a 3-point play. 1 minute to go. 103-85. Evans over to Jewell. Loyd now has it. Gets a pick from Stokes. Back to Nye. Nye has it. Drives down the lane, gets a double team. Over to Jewell. Jewell finds Evans. Evans launches good. And an assist for Jewell Loyd. And the Aces have rung up 28 assists on the day. And Berger goes down the lane and cashes in. 35 seconds to go. Evans, in all likelihood, the final Aces possession of the day. Loyd finds Nye in the corner. Nye dribbles out now. She's going to launch a 3 herself. Nice looking shot, but long, into the hands of James. Gives it to Hines Allen. Dribbles it up. Quinterly's going to launch a 3. That one's off, and Dana Evans secures the rebound, and that'll do it. 5 seconds left. Dana walks it up. Another one bites the dust place, as customary, and the Aces get another big-time win today, 106-87, propelled by the MVP A'ja Wilson with 34 points on the day, and the Aces have 5 double-digit scores and a franchise high for Chelsea Gray with 14 assists. Phenomenal game for CG12 here today, and she will join us here on the post-game show, and that'll commence momentarily. Great job by the Aces today, facing an opponent that they knew that they were probably going to win, and very similar to last Sunday when they played the Connecticut Sun. The Sun came in with only 5 wins, and Dallas comes in here with 9 wins. But you got to take care of these games, and you've got to beat whoever is on your schedule. (106-87) the final score for the Aces here. And everybody got in the act here today. Everybody. I mean, right on down the line. Kirsten Bell with 18 points. A phenomenal effort. And the point guard did her thing as well, too, here today. She's coming over here right now. All right. The point guard, Chelsea Gray, joins us now. Chelsea, a fantastic effort, and we will start with the intensity here today with you guys. Coming out, doesn't matter who's on the schedule. Love the intensity you guys came out with, both ends of the floor. Talk about what the attention to detail was.
Man, we wanted to start on the defensive end. We know if we're engaged on that side of the floor, it's a good start for us. It's going to be a good vibe for us coming down offensively. So defense is always the first thing.
You got it. Okay, well, now we got to talk about you. 14 dimes today, girl. 14 dimes.
Yeah.
Franchise record. You were spinning it left and right everywhere. Just tell us what you were seeing on the floor today.
Just making the right reads, man.
Yeah.
I play with great players every night. It's such a blessing to be this late in the game in my career and being able to play with superstars like this in their own right and just enjoy doing it. Never taking it for granted. And so that's what you see out there, the joy. I take a real attention to detail to making others better. And that's how I feel fulfilled in this game, man.
You've been with this franchise enough now with the 2 championships, and then you've seen some lows this year. Now you guys are just rising up with 7 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're having a lot of fun, but what is the difference now compared to what was earlier in the season?
I always say chemistry takes a long time to kind of build. It doesn't happen overnight, and chemistry just doesn't belong on the offensive end. It's defensively as well, and knowing where people are going to be. Mm-hmm. So it's a mix of that and just our defensive intensity just increasing and getting better each time.
Mm-hmm. All right, fantastic game, Chelsea. A double-double for you.
Thank you.
And congratulations on the franchise record.
Appreciate it.
There it is. Chelsea Gray with 14 assists for the Las Vegas Aces here tonight. And let's go ahead and tap in another 10 points for her. So the double-double for Chelsea Gray. Fantastic effort. All right, we come back. We'll replay the highlights for you and more. Continuing on here, the Aces roll 106-87. You're listening to Aces basketball here on ESPN Las Vegas.
Hey, it's JT here to tell you about the best pizza in Las Vegas, Grimaldi's. Only at Grimaldi's can you get their famous New York-style coal-fired brick oven pizza. Grimaldi's has 4 locations in the Vegas Valley, or check them out online at Grimaldi'sPizzeria.com.
There's plenty of reasons to go to Vegas. The Strip, the stadium, the football games, high-speed races, the biggest names, neon lights, the biggest fights, bull riding, and endless nights, custom jerseys, stolen bases, colored wigs, and painted faces. There's something to fan for from dusk till dawn, and the list goes on and on and on and on. We don't know what brings you here, but we do know this. When you go to Vegas, whatever you go for, go all out. Head to visitlasvegas.com to learn more.
Modelo is an official cerveza of the Las Vegas Raiders and the JT the Brick Show. Modelo Especial is a rich, full-flavored Pilsner-style lager, delivering a crisp, refreshing taste, brewed with fighting spirit since 1925.
Big news, Las Vegas! Les Olson IT has moved to a bigger, better facility to serve you like never before. Our new space means more technology, more service, and more solutions, all designed with you in mind. Plus, we're hiring. If you're ready to grow with a company that values innovation and community, join our team today. Proudly serving Las Vegas for 23 years and counting. Les Olson IT, your business better.
Les Olson IT.
Summer's here, and with record-breaking temps already happening, your HVAC system's got to be ready to perform. At Semperfi Heating and Cooling, we don't just service systems, we prepare them for battle against the toughest conditions. That's why Semperfi is offering a 29-point precision inspection tune-up for $17.75. And because we believe in taking care of our first responders and our veterans, get 20% off all other services. Call Semperfi 702-703-6450 for same-day service. That's 702-703-6450 or online at callsemperfi.com.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability, making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Southern Nevada Chevy dealers.
Bank of America is the nation's leading business lender, and we're ready to help with your next goal here in Las Vegas. That's why we have over 3,700 local business specialists across the country. Because with the right team, your business and community prosper. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com/local business. Bank of America, official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America Corporation, all rights reserved.
Broker license number 1001607.LLC.
You gotta go Galindo.
I'm Josh Galindo, owner of Galindo Group Real Estate. We're not just a real estate company, we're a lifestyle brokerage with over 20 years of experience. When you work with us, you get more than a realtor. You get an entire team dedicated to creating an experience you'll love. From start to finish, we make buying or selling your home smooth, fun, and completely stress-free.
You gotta go Galindo. 702-820-HOME.
GalindoGroupRealestate.com.
Broker license number 1001607.LLC.
You gotta go Galindo.
I'm Josh Galindo, owner of Galindo Group Real Estate. We're not just a real estate company, we're a lifestyle brokerage with over 20 years of experience. When you work with us, you get more than a realtor. You get an entire team dedicated to creating an experience you'll love. From start to finish, we make buying or selling your home smooth, fun, and completely stress-free.
You gotta go Galindo. 702-820-HOME.
GalindoGroupRealestate.com.
There's plenty of reasons to go to Vegas. The Strip, the stadium, the football games, high-speed races, the biggest names, neon lights, the biggest fights, bull riding, and endless nights. Custom jerseys, stolen bases, colored wigs, and painted faces. There's something to fan for from dusk till dawn, and the list goes on and on and on and on. We don't know what brings you here, but we do know this. When you go to Vegas, whatever you go for, go all out. Head to visitlasvegas.com to learn more.
It's time for the Las Vegas Aces postgame show on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by Finley Toyota and the Valley Auto Mall. Here's TC Martin with tonight's highlights, analysis, and wrap-up.
The Las Vegas Aces take care of business against a lesser opponent here today, and that's what they're supposed to do, and they did that against Connecticut going back last Sunday, and they got Dallas here today with a resounding victory, 106-87, the final score, and then you sandwich that in against two playoff teams that you're trying to catch. The New York Liberty, Aces defeated them going back last Wednesday night, and then here on last Friday night in Phoenix, a huge game for the Aces as they defeated the Phoenix Mercury on the road. And then now the Aces have made it 7 wins in a row, improved their record to 21-14. Big victory here today, 106-87. Let's run it back for you and tell you how it all went down. A'ja Wilson has been getting increased minutes. Today, she only plays 30, which was nice. But hey, ride the horse as much as you possibly can. And you're only going to go as far as A'ja Wilson can take you. And then getting the guard play, as we said, in the keys to the game here. Get that guard play all on the same page. Get them all contributing both from a scoring standpoint as well as a assist standpoint, and all of the boxes were covered today. It started, though, with A'ja Wilson. Shot clock down to 5. Gray gives it to A. MVP time. Yeah, when in doubt, go to the MVP. A'ja Wilson connects again, this time from 10 feet out. A'ja, 6 points already, and the Aces lead 14-12. All right, we see how much Jewel Lloyd has been contributing and giving the Aces a burst here. She definitely did that again in the first quarter. Jackie penetrates, Now gives it over to Jewel around the perimeter. Jewel step back three. Good. Triple for Jewel Lloyd. And the Aces have connected on 5 of 7 from distance so far. And the Aces are back up 3, 26-23. Aces connected on those 5 threes in the first quarter. They led 31-27 at the end of one. To the second quarter we go. Kirsten Bell got her very first start going back to July the 27th when the Aces beat the Dallas Wings in Dallas. Kirsten Bell had a career high 19 points that day. We know she loves playing Dallas. Wilson now fires the pass to Gray. Touch pass in the corner. Bell's going to try to get a third three, and she does. Ring my bell. Kirsten Bell, 1, 2, 3 times the money. How about that? You got to believe she loves playing against the Dallas Wings. Had a career high 19 when she got the start against Dallas 3.5 weeks ago. And tonight, Kirsten Bell is ringing it up. Yes, she did, definitely today. But today, the real story was the point guard, Chelsea Gray, doing work at both ends of the floor. Jewel back to Chelsea. Chelsea's open. That should be butter, and it is. But very smooth. 2 dribbles into the middle of a key, and Chelsea Gray drains it 49-40. Aces in transition. It's Chelsea behind the back. Scissors dribble between the legs. Chelsea spot up 3. You know it's true. Chelsea money Gray for 3. Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. Gray rings it up, and the Aces have their largest lead of the day, 52-40. That's right. It was 12 at that point in time. The Aces continue adding on to that, courtesy of the MVP. Back to A'ja. It's going to take that 3, hit that 3 for the MVP. A'ja Wilson from the right wing. The lefty launched and connected, and the Aces have their largest lead of 13, 55-42. Yes, and the Aces led 55-44 at halftime. To the third quarter we go. More Jewel. Lloyd to A'ja. Swung back to the corner. Everyone's touching the rock. Jewel for 3. You got that right. Jewel Lloyd for a triple, and the Aces needed that one. Get a little mojo going from hitting from the field, and it's 64-55. Yeah, down. Actually, Dallas had that lead, cut down to 6. Jewel hit that 3 to make it a 9-point game at that point in time, and then a little bit more. A'ja Wilson. Chelsea gives the pass into A'ja. A'ja has the shot clock at 5. Working on high now. Spin move, jump hook, around and down for the MVP. It's the A'ja Wilson show today. 32 points for A'ja Wilson. And the Aces have their largest lead, 75-59. 75-59, the 18-point lead. The lead was as many as 23 on the day. For the Las Vegas Aces. And again, Jewel Lloyd really came up big again for the Aces tonight. Chelsea behind the back to Jewel for 3. You got it. Jewel Lloyd ring up another 3. Another beautiful assist from Chelsea Gray. And Jewel bangs home a 3. And Jewel Lloyd now has 9. Aces back up a dozen. 78-66. Chelsea has it, fires a pass to Jewel. Can she go back-to-back jacks? Yes, she can! Another triple, 6 in a row for Jewel Lloyd as the horn sounds at the end of 3, and the Aces are up 15 in the last 6, courtesy of number 24, Jewel Lloyd. 81-66 at the end of the third. Aces tacked on more in the fourth quarter. And the story, like we said, A'ja Wilson, phenomenal, ends up with 34 points. Chelsea Gray, 14 assists. Frank Gray, no-look pass to A. Oh, there it is again. Chelsea Money Gray dishing another dime. This one from 35 feet away. A'ja catches it in midair, kisses it off the glass, and the Aces are up 19, blowing out the Wings. Yes, and why not have Melissa Smith get in the three-point party? She did that also, and then also down low, phenomenal since she's joined this team. And again, she came over from the Dallas Wings about 6.5 weeks ago, and then Melissa Smith, impact today. Chelsea looking for another dime here to Melissa Smith. She may get it, and she gets it. A 14th assist, and Melissa Smith with a triple. All smiles here today in Las Vegas as the Las Vegas Aces are pouring it on the Dallas Wings. Smith's going to try another triple. Could it be? You know it's true. You know it's true. All the Aces got their 3 fingers up in the air. NaLyssa Smith, against her former team that traded her 6 weeks ago, says, okay, this is what I can do. Oh, my goodness. 14 for Smith. There it is, 14 for Smith and 14 assists for Chelsea Gray, a Aces franchise record. Round out the rest of the scoring today for the Aces. We mentioned A'ja Wilson, 34 points, 8 rebounds. Kirsten Bell, 18. How about that? The 2 games against Dallas, she goes for 19 and 18. Very impressive for KB, connecting on 6 of 7 shots for her. NaLyssa Smith with the 14 points today. Add in 4 rebounds for her. Jackie Young, a light day today. Jackie 3 for 9. Got herself in some foul trouble. Committed 4 fouls today. Jackie with 8 points. Chelsea Gray, 10 points, 14 assists. Just an awesome game for Chelsea today. Jewel Lloyd, 12 points off the bench. 4 for 11 at one point in time. She was 4 for 6 and missed her last few shots there, but that's all right. Dana Evans with 6. Aaliyah Nye with 4. And Kia Stokes and Megan Gustafson got in the game but did not score. But overall, a very impressive performance by the Las Vegas Aces as they dished out 28 assists today. And they've been hovering for the most part, between the 25 and 30 assists, even though they were down a little bit with, I believe, 15 and 17 in the last 2 games. But, hey, it was good enough for the W. But when the Aces are sharing the basketball, then it is lights out for the opponent. And speaking of lights out, that's exactly what it was today for the Dallas Wings. Aces were just way too much for them. So now the Aces sweep the season series against the Dallas Wings. They now take care of business 4 games to none. And the first couple games were pretty close, 88 to 84 and 90 to 86. And then the Aces win by 20 going back 3 weeks ago. And then they win by 19 points here today. Final score again, 106 to 87. All right. The Tuesday night, baby. That's right. You've got the Atlanta Dream coming to town. They are in second place right now, and that game's at 7 o'clock right here on your home for Aces basketball, ESPN Las Vegas, 6:30 with pregame show. And then rounding out this 3-game homestand, Phoenix on Thursday currently sit right ahead of the Aces in the number 4 spot. So got 2 more huge games, so make sure that you join us Tuesday and Thursday right here in your home for Aces basketball, ESPN Las Vegas. All right, thanks to Rock and Ruben taking care of business back in Mission Control. Diamond Doug with the update, and our pregame show guest Megan Gustafson and Becky Hammond, and our postgame guest Chelsea Gray, setting a franchise assist record with the Aces, dishing out 14 dimes. All right, for my main man Mateo. Hey, TC Martin here, courtside, inside the Michelob Ultra Arena. We will be back at it again on Tuesday. Make sure you join us as the Aces take on the Dream with playoff positioning on the line right here, Tuesday night, 6:30 for the pregame, 7 o'clock tip-off on ESPN Las Vegas.
Previously on Cofield and Company.
Subsequent video of Max coming out with the finger, so it's like, I wonder if Max is like, guys, I did it in the stadium, but you're getting me fined here. Or Max was like, do it.
Do it before anybody else does. Let's beat him to it.
That, and also, hey, you know what? I'm with Gino. I have his back, and they're trying to set a culture. So it's very Raider-like in terms of historic Raider stuff. You're out for a preseason game at the beginning of the game, and 2 of the players are giving the opposing crowd in a preseason game the finger.
It's Cofield and Company, weekdays starting at 3. The Rebel football team will play a game in week 0 of the college football season as they host the Idaho State Bengals at 1 in the afternoon at Allegiant Stadium. Can the Dan Mullen era of UNLV football start out with a victory before they head out to Texas to take on Sam Houston on a Friday night? The gridiron action starts with pregame Saturday, August 23rd at noon with kickoff at 1 on your Rebel football station, ESPN Las Vegas, 1100 AM and 100.9 FM. Only we have it, and you know it.
James against Porter, drives, Spence gets inside. It's good. It's 40,000 for LeBron James.
Listen to ESPN Las Vegas for the best coverage of the NFL, NBA, MLB, college football, basketball, and more. The The Rebel football season kicks off on August 23rd at Allegiant Stadium as they host the Idaho State Bengals in Week 0 of the season on Saturday, August 23rd, starting with pregame at noon on ESPN Las Vegas, 1100 AM and 100.9 FM. Stay up to date on all things Las Vegas with Cofield and Company.
You still got it! Oh, man!
Weekday afternoons starting at 3 on ESPN Las Vegas. Step into the arena with Greg Salerno, Wednesdays at 2 on ESPN Las Vegas. You got something to say? Let your voice be heard.
I don't know enough about it to say you're actually wrong. You might be completely lying.
Yeah. By texting the Finley Kia text line, 702-364-1100. Thank you for listening to Las Vegas Aces basketball on ESPN Las Vegas. Brought to you by Westar Credit Union and Finley Toyota in the Valley Auto Mall.
Local high school, it's like the cheese fries and the hot dog. Like, if you got a $60 million stadium, what are we talking here?
Now, I did not go to the opener. I will make my way over there. I would assume if you want brisket, you could get brisket. I would assume if you wanted a little bit of a chicken sandwich or a cheeseburger option, you could get a chicken sandwich if you wanted to. I haven't been there, but I would assume that the menu that's at the concession stand is not like the old school, right? Just a cheeseburger with the aluminum foil that you get when you just stand in line for 20 minutes.
Now, I imagine beverages are not sold, certain adult beverages. I don't know. Like, again, this is a whole different world for me. My high school football, it's like, yeah, go team. Your high school football, it's a lot different.
We'll find out, how that is going to change football. Now, obviously, everybody would have $62 million, but most of your achievements, they happen in a situation where you don't have to worry about what's going on around you. Everything is taken care of you with something like that. And a lot of glory came from muddy fields and, rainy fields and fields that had a whole lot of people that had to tend to them. They didn't have that kind of experience. So it'll be interesting to see what people say at 1-888-say ESPN for their greatest sports achievement.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, we all have them. Even if it's a little one, we all have them, Brandon.
Yeah, mine was T-ball, rec ball. We'll see if we have any basketball. I want to hear from Cam, too. We'll carry it over for the next segment to figure out where the moments came on the football field, on the basketball court, on a soccer field. Where did it take place? You can weigh in at 888-SAY ESPN. All right, coming up, Caleb Williams is set to make his preseason debut tonight. What will we look for? That's next on Primetime on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Hey, it's your resident Super Bowl champ, Chris Candy. Coming up Monday, Bo Nix led the Broncos to the playoffs in year 1, but what should we expect in year 2 from him? It's Unsportsmanlike, 6 a.m. Eastern, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
Do you have trouble
Hey, it's JT here to tell you about the best pizza in Las Vegas, Grimaldi's. Only at Grimaldi's can you get their famous New York-style coal-fired brick oven pizza. Grimaldi's has 4 locations in the Vegas Valley, or check them out online at Grimaldi'sPizzeria.com.
Big news, Las Vegas! Les Olson IT has moved to a bigger, better facility to serve you like never before. Our new space means more technology, more service, and more solutions, all designed with you in mind. Plus, we're hiring. If you're ready to grow with a company that values innovation and community, join our team today. Proudly serving Las Vegas for 23 years and counting. Les Olson IT, your business better.
Les Olson IT.
Hey Las Vegas, are you tired of plumbing prices that break the bank? At 365 Plumbing, we're bringing fair pricing back. Family owned and operated, we treat your home like it's our own. For your everyday plumbing needs, we're here 365 days a year, rain or shine, day or night. Extend the life of your water heater right now. Take advantage of our $89 water heater special. Visit us at 365plumbingnv.com. Bringing fair pricing back to the Valley, one home at a time. 365 Plumbing, because where the water flows, 365 Plumbing goes.
If you need to sell your house,
talk to Aaron Taylor.
You want to sell it fast and get the most cash, talk to Aaron Taylor,
the real estate guy.
All right, Jacob, it's sellers versus buyers, kid. Pool noodle battle. You ready?
Oh, I'm ready. But the sellers are going down today.
Not a chance, baby. Our sellers get cash advances,
We handle the repairs up front, and we always get top dollar. We'll even buy your house for cash if needed.
Okay, but don't forget about the buyers. Inventory's up, which means more homes to choose from. And we negotiate hard to get our buyers the best deal. And some closing costs, maybe.
Well, now you're just showing off.
Just doing what we do best.
Buyers or sellers, the Real Estate Guy's got your back.
Call us at 702-310-6683 or visit therealestateguylv.com.
That's 702-310-MOVE. eXp Realty license number 38886. Call for details.
Talk to Aaron Taylor,
The Real Estate Guy.
We're hiring at A1 Garage Doors. No experience? No problem. We provide full training, a brand new van, top-of-the-line tools, a gas card, and steady jobs with weekly pay. This isn't just a job. It's a career with real growth, great pay, and job security. Our team members go from training to 6 figures, and we're ready to help you do the same. Don't wait. Apply now at a1garage.com/careers.
A1Garage.com. A1 from day one.
At Intermountain Health, we believe life is a circle. May yours surround you with insight, a healthy perspective, trust, and reassurance. The belief that our differences aren't that different, and compassion just when you need it.
Step into the arena with Greg Salerno every Wednesday at 2 on ESPN Las Vegas, 1100 AM and 100.9 FM, KWWN Las Vegas.
This is Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN Radio.
Back some more near the wall, jumps, and he made the catch. Swinging a ball, ripped to right. It is way back. It is gone. Swing and miss. He struck him out. Back at the wall. We are tied, and it's gone. Here's the throw to the plate. Out of hop. Tag. Out of the plate. Swing and a miss. 10 strikeouts. Swing and a drive. Right field. On its way. Gone. Ball game. A walk-off grand slam.
The Little League Classic debuted in 2017 as part of Major League Baseball's hope to get a younger generation connected to the game. It's also brought big leaguers back to their roots when they fell in love with baseball while connecting them to a host of Little Leaguers nationwide. The latest edition from Williamsport comes tonight, showcasing the Mariners and Mets. Baseball Tonight is next.
News, notes, and analysis. This is Baseball Tonight on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app. Now, here's Jim Basquill.
Yeah, playing the first two in Flushing, the Mets and Mariners busted to Williamsport this morning. Seattle outslugging New York 11-9 in the series opener, while the Mets got a much-needed mound performance from a rookie yesterday.
Pitch, grounder up the middle, backhanded to the glove, a throw to second, one, a turn to first, and a double play. Oh my goodness! McClain had his glove out. I don't know if he saw it, but the ball ended up in the glove, and it goes 1-6-3, and he gets out of a jam.
And not only did the former two-way player do it with the glove, he did it with his arm.
1-2 pitch, and he takes a called third strike. Fastball on the outside corner, the 8th strikeout in the Major League debut for Mets rookie Nolan McClain, and that is the end of the day, but quite a start to his Major League career, because here comes Carlos Mendoza calling to the bullpen. And it's met with mixed reviews.
Yeah, you can understand why the Mets fans wanted him on that mound. Tossed 5 1/3 scoreless, 2 hits, struck out 8 in that Major League debut. A 3-1 Mets win helped lift them to just their 3rd win in the last 17 games.
Surreal. I mean, I couldn't have dreamed it up any better. From the fans to getting out there and being able to compete against a good Seattle team.
And Major League home run leader Cal Raleigh got his 100th RBI on Friday. Mets all-time home run leader Pete Alonso picked up his 100th RBI on Saturday. Tonight's mound men George Kirby, 8-2 with a sub-3 ERA over his last dozen starts. Seattle's only lost twice the last 12 times he's been on the mound, and both those times were shutouts. And meantime, Clay Holmes gets the start for the Mets. He's not pitched 6 innings in a start since June 7th. The converter from the bullpen. For a look ahead, we send you to Williamsport alongside Doug Glanville. Here's Mike Cousins.
Thank you so much, Jim. Always a special day here at Bowman Field in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. From the moment the players step off the plane, they're greeted on the tarmac by the Little Leaguers to go over to the stadiums of the Little League complex, ride cardboard down the hills there,
Doug, this is a really cool event, year number 8, and it never gets any less special for these kids and for the Major League players who feel like kids for a little bit of the day.
And it's such an important reset for everybody, for the game. Why are you doing it? What did you love about it? When did you fall in love with the game? I mean, this kind of brings that all to light. It brings it together. Brings the humility to the game about how it's about paying it forward, how is it reminding of the past. So it's just a lot of fun to just see that connection again, and you see all the dignitaries of baseball kind of walking around and just taking it all in. So I'm having a great time just watching that and just kind of having my own memories for it.
Fun to hear from the managers, too. Dan Wilson of the Mariners played in this event in 1981 with a team from Barrington, Illinois. Yeah. Carlos Mendoza of the Mets grew up in Venezuela. I said, it's amazing. There's a team here from his hometown, Barquisimeto, Venezuela. He said, we didn't even have grass on the infield when I was a kid growing up. They've got it really good these days. And both of these teams, relatively speaking, feeling pretty good about where they are in the grander scheme of things. Mariners today will start the game as the game today, one game back of Houston, which lost 12-0 to Baltimore today in the American League West. And the Mets are trying to gain ground on the Philadelphia Phillies, who were winners today. New York, even the series yesterday, one game apiece, with a game pretty much exactly like they'd like to plan it, save for maybe having 6 outs from their closer, Edwin Diaz.
I mean, both teams are exciting, and they made big moves to continue what they built to get to this point. And that's the difference maker. And it hasn't worked out right now for the New York Mets. Their bullpen acquisition, like Ryan Helsley, struggled. But they just have so many options in high leverage situations late in the game now. They really have a lot. If someone's down, they have another closer. If Edwin misses a day, they can put Helsley in. I mean, that is a huge luxury. They already have the pieces offensively to produce, so they feel like they're in a good spot, even though the last week they've lost a ton of leads, even though they're scoring a lot of runs. And the Mariners on their side, they got the bats. They went out and got Suarez. They went out and got Naylor. And they already had Cal Raleigh. I mean, the home runs that can come from this team are, it's next level. So it's fun to see the teams improve themselves, now go head-to-head and be barometers for each other, and then take the next step in the second half.
Since the trade deadline, the Mariners have the second best record in baseball. Only the Brewers are better simply because they refuse to lose. Ooh. And the Mets at 3-11 are the worst in baseball since the trade deadline. It'll be George Kirby on the mound today for the Mariners, the 27-year-old from New York, and Clay Holmes, who a year ago tomorrow was on the mound for the Yankees as their closer could not finish it out in what was a game the Tigers ended up winning against New York in extra innings. So a special day here in Williamsport, and we look forward to sharing more of it with you, Jim, later on tonight.
All right, as we do as well, Mike. We are baseball tonight on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, getting you set for this Little League Classic, Mariners and Mets. It's the rubber game for these two teams who have switched venues from Flushing to Williamsport. Baseball tonight on ESPN Radio is presented by Grainger, with supplies and solutions for every industry. Grainger has the right product for you. Call or click or just stop by.
News, notes, and scores. This is the leadoff.
Yeah, how about that Brew Crew as we take you around the bigs, going for number 15 today, and they'd rally in the ninth.
First pitch, and a fly ball left center field, well struck. Back is Benson at the track. Wall, gone! Wild Bill to left center. 2-1 Brewers. Listen to the Brewers fans taking over at Great American Ballpark right now.
Indeed, 620 WTMJ. William Contreras, that 2-run, a home run, gave them the lead. The Reds, though, tie it in the bottom half, and then bottom 10. It's Cincinnati on last. Licks getting it done.
Pitch. Rip, that's a base hit down the left field line. The Reds have come off the mat, and they have finally beaten the Brewers. A 3-2 final score, and they will mob Austin Hayes at first base.
Indeed, Austin Hayes is hurt on 700 WLW. The bases loaded, knocked in the 10th. Reds 3-2 over the Brewers, ending Milwaukee's franchise record streak at 14 straight. Again, not only their longest, but the longest in the big since the Cardinals won 17 straight in 2021.
Pitch. He swings, and this one is cranked out to left. Lucas turns, he looks, and it's out of here. Is it Adrian Beltre or Marcus Semien? Harkening back to A Ranger legend who was outstanding when he was playing with a sore thumb back in 2015. Well, Marcus Semien with his second homer of the series, and the Rangers strike first with a 2-run shot here in the second.
As 105.3, the Fan, Marcus Semien went deep, scored twice in his return to the lineup. Nate of all these 7 innings, 7 straight decision won. Rangers beat the Blue Jays 10-4 to avoid a 3-game sweep.
Anthony Bender is ready in the Marlins pen. Marcy drills the ball out to right, down the line, towards Pesky's pole, and it's gone! How about this rookie, Jacob Marcy? You are unbelievable, man. Left on left. He yanks a homer out to right in Boston. He takes Wagaman with him, and the 2-run shot makes it 5-3 fish in the top of the 9th.
That's 9:40 WINZ. Dane Myers and Jacob Marcy went deep in Miami's 3-run ninth. They beat the Red Sox 5-3 to snap a 3-game slide.
The 0-2 to Goldschmidt. Lined into right field. That's a base hit. Rounding third and coming home is Chisholm. Goldschmidt into second with an RBI double. Paul Goldschmidt returns to St. Louis and has a 3-hit day. It's 8-4 Yankees.
As heard on the Yes Network, Paul Goldschmidt 3 hits against his former team, Cody Bellinger, 3 runs driven in. The Yankees beat the Cardinals to sweep that series 8-4.
3-1 offering, and a fly ball goes into right field. It's hit well. Back goes Melton, joined by Sanchez. Track, wall, it's gone! It's a lever for Jordan Westburg. Not only does he drive in 1, he drives in 3. A home run to the opposite field into the Astros bullpen. Number 15 for Westburg on the year. And the Orioles extend their lead to 5-0 against the Astros.
As WBAL, Jordan Westburg, 3-run, a home run, 4 hits, career best 5 knocked in. All O's 12-0 over the Astros.
Breaking ball to Brooks, and he hits it high in the air. Deep right field. Does it have the distance? It does! The first grand slam of the year for the Minnesota Twins. And Brooks Lee, who struck out with the bags full last night, belts one to right and blows the lid off of this one.
That's the Treasure Island Baseball Network. Brooks Lee's first career grand slam capped a 6-run third. Twins beat the Tigers 8-1 to avoid the 4-game sweep. Welcome back, Alec Bohm.
Parker's pitch swung on, hit in the air, deep left field. Lyle going back, looking up, it's gone into the bullpen, and welcome back Alec Bohm with a 3-run home run to open it up here in the second. His 9th home run of the season. Phillies lead 6-0 in the second inning.
Sports Radio 94 WIP. They got up 6-0, got square at 6 with the Nats and needed this.
0-2, swing at a high fly ball, well hit. That one is on its way, and it is gone over the bullpen. Castellanos with a tremendous drive to left. He'll tack on a run for the Phils, his 16th of the year. And it's 9-6 Phillies.
Could this be the time he starts to get hot?
The Phillies offense in full form on Sunday, 11-9 over the Nationals as Nick Castellanos also goes deep. They earn a 4-game split. Right-hander Aaron Nola returned from the injured list but gave up 6 runs over 2 1/3 for the Phillies, who have placed Zach Wheeler on the injured list with a blood clot in his right arm. He's 10-5, 2.71 on the ERA, so a huge loss for them. Dansby Swanson tie-breaking sac fly in the 8th. Cubs best the Pirates 4-3 in the rubber game of that weekend series. And Jurickson Profar go ahead, 2-run, a home run. Braves rally past the Guardians 5-4 to finish off a 3-game sweep there. Let's bring in Baseball Tonight analyst, host of the Baseball Tonight podcast, Buster Olney. And Buster, let's look at this Mariners team. Why should not only you, but we all be bullish on the Mariners come postseason?
Because the strength of the team, perceived strength of the team from the beginning of the year has been the starting pitching, and the starting pitching hasn't been intact all year. And yet they've had the success. Now it's going to be probably later this week. Bryce Miller is coming off the injured list. He's going to rejoin the rotation. And then you finally have that group intact. And other parts of the team are pretty good, too, especially after the trade deadline. Jim, it was very interesting to talk to Dan Wilson and some of the players and some of the coaches about the feeling around the team when they added first Josh Naylor and then Eugenio Suarez. Dan Wilson told us that when Suarez joined the group physically, he walks in and everyone's cheering. Like they're all excited because you and I know it's very rare that the Mariners make additions like that at the trade deadline and have a lineup as deep as it is. It's probably the deepest lineup since 2001.
Yeah, they just have to tap into the Diamondbacks to get those bats, right? And they also have Munoz closing, which obviously gives them awful lot of confidence on the back end. Now, when you look in that other dugout, Buster, the Mets had lost 14 of 16 games. Nolan McLean makes his major league debut and is terrific. 8 strikeouts, over 5 1/3 scoreless. How much of a lift did that rookie give this team?
It's really hard to overstate it because of the absolute crisis feeling that had developed around the team, especially among Mets fans, to see them in free fall and to see the Cincinnati Reds image getting bigger and bigger and bigger in the rearview mirror. And the fact that the starting pitching had done so poorly. And so then you call up this kid for his major league debut, and not only does he throw great, 5 1/3 scoreless innings, but he also gets you into the 6th inning. And, before Carlos Mendoza got on the plane today to fly down here to Williamsport, I was texting with him, and I asked him, I said, what was that like to watch that? And he goes, it was exactly what they told us he was going to be like, with a great mound presence, incredibly impressive.
Yeah, I got a chuckle at Mendoza getting booed by the fans when he came out to the mound yesterday to take McLean out of the game. The Mets finally the fans knew they finally had a pitcher getting some outs there. With regards to this Mets team, they added to the back end at the deadline, and the results have been mixed, really, with some of these players. Ryan Helsley still trying to figure it out in a Mets uniform. Yeah. The Mets just seem to, when they hit, they don't pitch. When their starting pitchers give them the rare good outing, the pen gives it up. They just haven't been able to put it together. Is there time for this team to do just that before the postseason?
There absolutely is time. I mean, shoot, when we were here at the Little League Classic last year, Detroit was like 8 or 10 games out of contention. They wound up making the playoffs. So we still have a quarter of the season left. And yeah, the Mets have to get some things done as we go forward. I think maybe the most important is to lengthen out the quality of that lineup. Mark Vientos, who was so important for them down the stretch last year and into the postseason, he really hasn't been a factor this year. And Carlos Mendoza mentioned to us, we got to get him going. They got to get a couple guys going to lengthen out that lineup and build the margin for error to cover for the issues that are going on with the rotation and the bullpen. I think in the offseason, that really was the Mets thinking that their lineup and their offense would be so dynamic that they would be able to cover for that, and that has not been the case.
Yeah, that's a great point. The young players really haven't stepped to the forefront in that lineup to help the veterans out, if you will. Major League Baseball's Little League Classic started in 2017. How big has this been for Major League Baseball? Because it's been awfully entertaining over the years.
Yeah, and look, Major League Baseball takes criticisms for this or for that. This has been an outstanding event. Steve Keener used to be the CEO of Little League. It was his brainchild, along with Rob Manfred, to bring players here. And, man, players love it.
Yep.
Seeing the Seattle Mariners get off the plane today and dive into, wade into all the oceans of kids who are waiting for them, and to go down the hill on the cardboard and to just keep out and having so much fun and doing this. It's really in keeping with what I've seen year after year after year here. I was texting with Terry Francona a couple days ago, and he said that was one of the funnest events I've ever been to because they let the kids be the kids. Francisco Lindor was telling me how the conversations with the kids really remind you of why you fell in love with baseball. And A.J. Hinch, the Tigers manager, who was here last year, was talking about how great it is that you see scenes like Andy Ibanez, being suddenly surrounded by all the players from Cuba, where Andy's background is, and how much they love that. We saw that with Carlos Mendoza, the Mets manager, sitting among the players from Venezuela today. It's really amazing.
Yeah, no question about it. And we'll get more from Buster on storylines around the bigs, like the impact of Zach Wheeler's absence for the Philadelphia Phillies. On the subject of the Mariners, no Mariners players ever led the majors in home runs. Cal Raleigh has obviously a chance this season. There were 5 instances in which the Mariners finished second in the majors in home run. 94, Ken Griffey Jr., 95, Jay Buhner, 97, Griff Jr. again, and in 15 and 16, both times with Nelson Cruz. Coming up next on Baseball Tonight, we're joined by Eduardo Perez. He sheds insight on that Dodgers-Padres rivalry, and we'll hear from a former Little League and Major League star in Todd Frazier. You're listening to Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
There's a difference you can feel when you step into the showroom at Finley Honda Henderson. Sure, our cars are beautiful, built to last, and our certified pre-owned inventory is one of the largest in the country. But the difference is our people. From the sales floor to the service department, we're focused on you. Because when you're the center of our attention, everybody wins. It may not be what you're used to, but we think it should be. Welcome to the difference at Finley Honda Henderson in the Valley Auto Mall.
Treasure Island has some of the best food and entertainment in Vegas. Enjoy Phil's Steakhouse, a classic steakhouse that features prime cuts of meat, seafood, and Italian specialties. Treasure Island is also home to Gillies, a longtime favorite of both tourists and locals. A honky-tonk atmosphere with live music and dance floor for two-stepping and line dancing. Check out their toughest cowboy competition every Thursday with $200 up for grabs. Treasure Island, where parking is free. Visit Treasure Island and experience the best value on the Strip. Must be 21 years or older. Please drink responsibly. Management reserves all rights.
Have your back.
BrothersWin.com.
Did you have an unexpected trip to urgent care or the emergency room? Dollar Loan Center has you covered. Accidents happen, and they usually come at inopportune times. Medical care is not cheap, and Don'tBeBroke.com is here to help. At Dollar Loan Center, you can get a signature loan up to $5,000, and with our instant funding, you get the money immediately after approval. You don't need a checking account. It's free to apply, and new customers' first week of interest is on us. Stop by one of our 60 locations. Apply over the phone with a real person or online at Don'tBeBroke.com from the comfort of your smartphone. Dollar Loan Center has you covered.
Licensed by Nevada Financial Institutions Division. Subject to approval, limitations may apply. See website for details.
I'm Gary Lawless with Boomer Sportsbook. Nevada's only independent sportsbook is giving new players up to $250 in bonus bets just for signing up and making your first deposit. Download the Boomer Sportsbook app, then register at Ellis Island Casino in Vegas or Casino Valley Verde in Henderson to activate your account. Built on a player-first mindset, unmatched promotions, and fair pricing. This is where Nevada plays to win. Learn more at betwithboomer.com. Must be at least 21 and physically in Nevada. Terms and conditions apply. Bet responsibly.
The world's largest Formula One attraction is now open at Grand Prix Plaza. Step into the action with F1X, a cutting-edge 4D experience where you design your own custom F1 car in a fully immersive tech-powered space. Then hit the track with F1 Drive, the only karting experience that lets you race on an F1 circuit. It's Formula One like you've never seen or felt before. Nevada residents save up to 25%. Get your tickets now at GrandPrixPlaza.com. Modelo is an official cerveza of the Las Vegas Raiders and the JT the Brick Show. Modelo Especial is a rich, full-flavored Pilsner-style lager, delivering a crisp, refreshing taste, brewed with fighting spirit since 1925.
Zip Zap Auto has expanded into one of the largest independent auto repair shops in the Valley. With 23 bays, over 12,000 square feet, Zip Zap is your one-stop shop, offering 24-hour smog test, oil changes, detailing, bodywork, engine, and transmission rebuilding. And Zip Zap provides free towing and diagnostics with qualifying repairs. No appointment necessary, 24-hour service. Zip Zap Auto at Cheyenne and North Durango Drive and online at zipzapauto.com.
Hey, it's JT here to tell you about the best pizza in Las Vegas, Grimaldi's. Only at Grimaldi's can you get their famous New York-style coal-fired brick oven pizza. Grimaldi's has 4 locations in the Vegas Valley, or check them out online at Grimaldi'sPizzeria.com.
ESPN.com/golf.
This is Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3, curveball that ended up in the dirt And he gets his 7th strikeout of the game, 2 down here in the 5th.
And Nolan McLean, 5 1/3 scoreless, 2 hits allowed, struck out 8. He's the 6th Mets pitcher to strike out 8+ in his major league debut as skipper Carlos Mendoza.
I mean, unbelievable. Pretty much everything that we've heard from him, the reports, that we kept getting from him, mound presence, demeanor, attack, the way he uses all of his pitches. For me, his ability to throw the secondary pitches when he's behind in counts, to get back in counts, to get swing and misses, to get chases. That's, the sinker, the velo. The other thing that, I remember talking to our manager in AAA, like the way he feels his position, and sure enough, he gets a comebacker. We don't teach that way, but, and then for him to be, not only make the play, but to be able to play catching that moment, controlling that situation, 2 bases loaded, 1 out. You got Rodriguez at the plate. Like, just the way he handled pretty much everything, unbelievable.
Yeah, keep in mind, McLean's a former two-way player who's a third baseman, so he's going to field his position. Jim Baskel back on baseball tonight, taking you to first pitch for the Little League Classic from Williamsport. Mariners and Mets, there is rain in the area. They're pulling the tarp off the field as we speak. Keep in mind, Edwin Diaz got the final 6 outs for his 24 save yesterday. You have to wonder how that impacts his potential availability for tonight. Now, when you think of former Little League World Series players that have made it to the bigs, you think of Todd Frazier, who is now a Little League analyst for ESPN. He joined our Christine Lisi on not only his time as a Little Leaguer, but also one of his former teams came up, that being the New York Mets.
Now, luckily for the Mets, the Reds lost last night, so they still have that slim lead for the final wild card spot in the National League. Do you see them hanging on to it, or who might be the biggest danger to them?
Yeah, I mean, right now it has to be the Cincinnati Reds, if you want the truth. I mean, that team, they come strong every year. They get after it. They seem, honestly, to fizzle, though, at the end of the year, too, as well. But they're coming on really strong. They got guys that are healthy this year. And, they're not playing the NL East team. So, I mean, it's a juggernaut. This Mets team has to battle. They have, big schedule. I mean, they're playing the Mariners, a really good team. They still got to play the Nationals, who play well, Atlanta, Philly, Miami. So they got to find the ways to beat their NL East counterparts, but it just hasn't happened.
Now, we thought the NL East race would be a close one all season long because the Phils and the Mets were kind of neck and neck for quite a while. Are you surprised the Phils have really been able to separate themselves from the Mets?
No, not necessarily. They've always been a really good team. You think about Zach Wheeler, this guy is absolutely dominant. Suarez, they got a bunch of guys that just come in and play the game the right way and get after it. And, you got the Bryce Harpers of the world and Schwarbers and these guys, the Real Mutos. They've been doing it for a long time. I am not surprised at all. They've been doing it for a long, long time.
Todd, let's switch our focus to the Little League World Series. You've been on the broadcast team the last few seasons. What's that experience been like for you getting into the broadcast booth?
Oh, it's been great. It's been great. It's something I've always wanted to do. It's something that, as a kid, I tried doing too as well, announcing games, just having fun with it. It's great. You got guys like Carl Ravitch, Chris Burke, Mike Monaco. These guys are the best. And then, I work with the Yankees a little bit and do a podcast. So it's a lot of fun. It's enjoyable. And, to call a game, it's a dream come true, to be honest.
Let's remind our listeners, you played on a Little League World Series championship team with Tom's River. I love seeing that picture of you with Derek Jeter after the Yankees hosted you guys. Todd, could you imagine? Yeah. Could you imagine this tournament has grown into what it is now?
It's absolutely incredible. I remember there was only 4 USA teams, and in 2002, I think they switched it to 8, and then now there's 10 U.S. and 10 international. It brings everybody together. I mean, you think about this. What's a place that could bring up all these different countries and cultures, and everybody loves each other? Come out here to Williamsport and enjoy the Midsummer Classic. It's really cool.
And how cool is it to have Sunday Night Baseball there for the kids? I can only imagine what it's like for these young kids to see these big leaguers there.
Yeah, this is going to be really cool. These kids have no clue how close they're going to be to these, big leaguers. You can ask them questions, get a couple autographs and pictures, and it's going to be really, really amazing time for them.
Todd, thank you so much.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah, Todd Frazier, Little League World Series champ for Toms River, New Jersey. Seattle skipper Dan Wilson also played in the Little League World Series some 40 years ago. He caught up with our Mike Cousins.
Somebody's done their research. I'm impressed. I think what an incredible experience, as a 12-year-old kid going through all of that. You just start out playing in some tournaments, and all of a sudden you win these tournaments, and it just keeps rolling and kind of takes on a life of its own. And then to find yourself in Williamsport playing in from these big Little League stadiums, pretty cool for a 12-year-old kid. And you see the game again through an 8-year-old's eyes or a 10-year-old or 12-year-old's eyes, and just the joy they have in playing the game. And I think it does a person a lot of good to see that, and that's what I'm looking forward to the most.
Here's the pitch. Swung on. That's roped down the first base line. That's a fair ball. It's going to the corner. Mariners will get 2. Garver will score from third. Moore right behind him. Cole Young motors into second. His second double of the game. The Mariners in double digits. It's 10-6 Mariners against the Mets.
Yeah, huge seventh inning in that series opener. They put 11 runs on the board. The game's big blow from that guy, Cole Young, who joined our Doug Glanville and Mike Cousins.
Jim, thank you so much. Well, let's talk about this day, because this is a unique day. Not every team gets to do this, where you've got a stadium of 2,500, mostly kids who are watching you today. You step off the plane today, and who's there to greet you on the tarmac?
Yeah, I mean, it's a couple Little League teams greeting us, which is really cool to see. Made me feel a little welcomed here, so it was awesome. And then, right after that, bus to the field, got to watch a couple of the Little League games, just meet a bunch of players, talk to a lot of the kids from the Seattle team, which is really cool. But it's been really fun so far.
One of the things that was perched outside the dugout here not long ago was catcher Cal Raleigh's chest protector today, which has headshots and baseball cards of all of your teammates when you were a Little Leaguer. So did you know he was working on that in advance?
No, I had no idea. I saw him, I think he got it a few days ago, and I had no idea what it was until I had to get up close and look at it. And then I realized it was everyone on the team when they were a kid, which was a really creative idea on his part, so that's super cool.
We heard that his girlfriend was involved in tracking down the picture, so you know how your picture got on there?
No, I actually... I don't know if mine is actually on there, just because I joined just a couple months ago, so I think it took him some time to customize and everything, so I don't know if I'm actually on there or not.
If not, you got time to draw it on before the game starts. We're with Mariners rookie second baseman Cole Young here before they take on the Mets on Sunday Night Baseball.
Do you have any real powerful memories from Little League, like your days? Is there a walk-off home run? Is there a grand slam? Is there a no-hitter? What are your memories from Little League that stood out?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, they're all positive memories, really. Just growing up, playing with all my friends from elementary school. It was just a lot of fun memories. Just a lot of local memories. Unfortunately, I didn't get the chance to playing this in the Little League World Series, but I would say just playing with all my friends from back home, and I think that's where I fell in love with the game. So just great memories.
Now, those friends, do you keep in touch with them? You're talking to them about this big league journey. I mean, what's that communication like?
Yeah, I mean, I still keep in touch with a couple people I played Little League with. One of my best friends. We grew up playing baseball together, basketball together, and I call him, a bunch of times, and it's cool that I can, tell him about the journey and everything, and once I go back in the off season, we hang out all the time and stuff, so it's great.
You're from outside of Pittsburgh, so I'm going to ask you a divisive question, because I think we're on the dividing line in the state of Pennsylvania. Are you Wawa or Sheetz?
I'm a Sheetz guy. Okay. 100% a Sheetz guy. Yeah, not even close. Sheetz.
Well, Cole, we appreciate it. Good luck out there tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Jim, back to you.
All right, Mike, thanks so much. Julio Rodriguez, his teammate, leads all active players under the age of 25 in career hits, home runs, and RBIs. His 109 career stolen bases, third most among active players who are not yet 25. I'm Jim Baswell. This is Baseball Tonight on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app. We're getting you set for the Major League Baseball Little League Classic. It's the Mariners and Mets from Williamsport. They have taken the tarp off the field. A slight delay in this one. Meantime, let's bring in ESPN Major League Baseball analyst Eduardo Perez on the subject of those Mariners. They throw George Kirby on the bump, 8-2 in his last 10 decisions. Eduardo, are you bullish on this Mariners team? How do you stack them up against the AL field?
Yeah, it's really interesting because they do have the pitching. We know that. That's not a secret. They have the best hitting catcher all around this year, the most consistent hitting catcher with power. in the big dumper and Cal Raleigh. Obviously, I have to throw in a plug that he went to Florida State. Of course I do. Alma mater here. But at the same time, this is a team that they do have to travel. They made all the trades that they needed to make to be competitive. That's a no-brainer. It helps that the Houston Astros lost Josh Hader for the foreseeable future. We don't know how that's going to be. And it's just, I think that they have to go out there and take that division. They have to take the division if they want to go deep in the postseason. If they're able to do that, I think they match up pitching-wise with any team out there. Now, taking the field, that's risky business because anything can happen in the postseason. But pitching can dominate, and they do have that, and they're going to have one of the big horses, Kirby, on the mound tonight.
Tell me why you think Cal Raleigh could and should win AL MVP.
No, it's funny because I asked that same question to his manager. I did, Dan Wilson. I said, okay, sell me on it. And he said, look, there's no one that does what Cal Raleigh does in the big leagues. Impacts the game behind the plate, impacts the pitching staff. He impacts against righties and lefties because he's a switch hitter. He comes in, he prepares. He's the best defensive catcher in baseball. He was a Platinum Award winner last year. He continues to do the same this year at a high rate. And let's be real, Cal Raleigh right now, without Cal Raleigh, where would the Seattle Mariners be? And yes, they do have great pitching, but at the beginning of the season, they were missing a few key components, and it was Cal Raleigh that was carrying the team. They had Eugenio Suarez.
Yep.
They continue to add Josh Naylor as well.
Yep.
But to me, it's Cal Raleigh's the epicenter of what baseball is. And popularity-wise, a lot of people are talking about the big dumper, and to me, you can look at wins above replacement, you can look at OPSs and everything, but you have to balance it out. And he's a game changer for Seattle and Major League Baseball.
Mets just got their third win in 17 games yesterday. Whether it's hitting, starting pitching, or penmen, they haven't put it all together of late. How much can a performance like that of Nolan McLean's in his Major League debut lift this team?
How about that, huh? How about the curveball that he was featuring yesterday? Really impressive that McLean had yesterday. It was a pitch that he threw some, but not a lot this year in the minors. But he ended up yesterday getting 5 swings and misses out of the 11 swings that he made, and 4 of them he struck guys out with. And I think when you look back, that's what major leaguers look on and lean on, is that scouting report. And I guarantee you that curveball was nowhere to be found as far as an X factor, and yesterday it was. He feels his position well as well because, let's face it, he played first, he played third, he played outfield in college, he played it at the minor league level as well. He is still raw on the mound. He had 50 walks this year in the minor leagues, but he is a guy that I believe is going to grow with confidence and has the ability in the big city, because he has been groomed from Oklahoma State to be able to play in a big city environment like that, and that's why the New York Mets have to be high on him.
Eduardo, the Milwaukee Brewers' 14-game winning streak came to an end today. A walk-off in Cincinnati for the Reds to salvage a game there. Where are you? I asked you about this with Seattle. Where are you with regards to Milwaukee in the National League in terms of how they stack up when the playoffs roll around?
They put the ball in play. And I think that is key. You look at it, it's not a team that you look at the scorecard and see double-digit strikeouts on a nightly basis. They don't do that. They force you to make defensive plays. We saw how they won in Game 2. We saw how they won in Game 1 as well in that series. We saw how they were able to stay in and come back and take the game into extras today. And I think that's what they do. They don't get beat up by a lot. When they do, it's close games. They try to keep it close, and they have the pitching to be able to do so. And I think when you have that ability to make contact, this is no mistake. This is no accident what's going on right now in Milwaukee. This was planned for years. I even talked to David Stearns today. I saw him, and I'm like, what do you think? And he goes, well, that was the plan for 2025, and it seems to be working right now in Milwaukee.
You know, when the Dodgers and Padres started their season series, Eduardo, this weekend, it was San Diego taking a 1-game lead into it. They now trail by a game. How come when they play head-to-head, the Dodgers seem to have the Friars number?
It's interesting, right? It's one of those things you really can't explain, But it seems like the great players that the Dodgers have, that sometimes maybe they're bored because they're so good that they know they're going to make it to the postseason, and when we get there, we can take it to another level. With San Diego, they turn it up a notch. If it's Hernandez that does it with the power, sometimes it's Freddie. We're seeing better quality at bats right now for Mookie as well, and you continue to just look at a team that against San Diego. I don't think it's as much as is San Diego better or are they worse. It's just that the Dodgers come up big. And you look at today, Freddie Freeman hitting a 3-run shot early on in the first inning. This is who they are. They attack early, and then they allow Dave Roberts to manage the pitching staff.
Yeah, can't underscore what Clayton Kershaw did in that series opener as well. He's been terrific on the bump for L.A., and he is terrific. Eduardo Perez, Baseball Tonight analyst, will be part of the Sunday Night Baseball call from Williamsport, Mariners and Mets. Eduardo, always appreciate the insight.
Appreciate you.
And we mentioned that Dodgers-Padres series. The Friars are looking to rally on Edwin Diaz's brother, Alexis. They have runners at second and third, 1 out, 8th inning, down 4-3 in L.A., looking to salvage a game in that series. Coming up next on Baseball Tonight, Buster Olney rejoins us with his take on the impact of losing Zach Wheeler for the Phillies and his new respect for the Brewers this Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 in monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
The best mornings
in the morning light
start with Wrangler.
Pull on my jeans and I feel alright.
Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started on the right foot.
I pull my blue jeans on. I pull my blue jeans on.
Good mornings make for better days.
I pull my blue jeans on. I pull my blue jeans on.
Wrangler, for the ride of life.
I can't believe how spotless my floors look after using the Swiffer Power Mop. No more dragging around a heavy mop and messy bucket. Now I get the same deep clean without all the work. Thanks to the powerful solution and scrubbing pad of the Swiffer Power Mop, dirt and grime don't stand a chance, and I don't break a sweat. Mic drop. Mop drop.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
A smarter way to mop. Try it or your money back.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Stop by Sherwin-Williams and get 30% off select paints and stains August 15th through the 18th. It's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Refresh your home inside and out with colors that make every space feel brand new. From cozy interiors to stunning exteriors, we've got the perfect shade for your next project. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store or shop the sale online. Delivery available on qualifying orders. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
Whether you're building a single roof or a successful roofing business, roofing contractors like you need the right tools for the job, and software is no exception. Service Titan is on a mission to be the most powerful software platform for the trades, with purpose-built technology proven to maximize revenue, streamline operations, and deliver 5-star customer experiences. We are taking roofing companies like yours to the next level and beyond. Service Titan. We are built for this. See what we can do for roofers at servicetitan.com.
You're listening to Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Pete Alonso's 0 for 3 today. First pitch, swinging a grounder, third baseline, past the dive of Suarez and into the corner. This will score Nimmo all the way from second. Alonso's first base hit of the day is an RBI double in the bottom of the 7th inning, and the Mets lead the Mariners 3-0.
His 100th RBI of the season, drove in his 100th run yesterday, the earliest by the calendar date that a Mets player has ever reached 100 RBIs in a season. Pete Alonso of the Mets, 6 home runs, 19 knocked in, and an OPS of nearly 1,100 over his last 14 games. He became the Mets' all-time home run leader just 5 days ago. And we remind you, don't forget to log on to at MLB on ESPN Radio on X to vote in the AutoZone in the Zone poll question. Who is going to get in the zone for tonight's matchup? Pete Alonso, Juan Soto, your choices on the Mets end. Cal Raleigh, Julio Rodriguez, choices on the Mariners end. I'm Jim Basquell. This is Baseball Tonight, taking you to first pitch for the Little League Classic from Williamsport. They are in a rain delay. The Mariners and Mets series finale for these two playoff hopefuls in each league. More insider trading coming your way with what you should focus on this week with the Fantasy Forecaster.
I'm Tristan H. Cockcroft here with your Week 21 Fantasy Baseball Preview.
Fantasy Baseball.
Your fantasy what? The Brewers' Brandon Woodruff has been sensational since his return from shoulder surgery, scoring double-digit fantasy points in each of his 7 starts. And while he did leave his most recent start after only 4 innings, manager Pat Murphy indicated that was part of the plan as far as managing Woodruff's workload. And while that does raise some questions about what we can expect from Woodruff over the final month plus, his 2-start schedule this week is too good to pass up in fantasy leagues.
His 10th strikeout of the night.
Woodruff is scheduled to face the Cubs and Giants, and since the Brewers have an incredibly busy schedule at this stage of August, it seems likely he'll be pitching at full capacity in those games. Your 2-start sleeper is Athletics left-hander Jacob Lopez, who has totaled 24 scoreless innings in his past 4 starts. He'll face the Twins at home and Mariners on the road. The Twins are one of baseball's weakest offenses against lefties, and the Mariners call one of baseball's most pitching-friendly environments their home. Those extra games for the Cubs and Brewers, and that's thanks to their Monday doubleheader, provide additional volume benefit for hitters on either team, even if the daily matchups themselves aren't the very best in the league. So the Cubs, for example, they face mostly right-handed starting pitching, and that helps Michael Busch.
And it is out of here! Michael Busch, a 2-run home run on a sweeper.
A .282 hitter with 22 homers against righties this year, and a player available in roughly 60% of ESPN leagues. Meanwhile, the Brewers' massive recent hot streak props up a good number of their own hitters, many of them available in a majority of ESPN leagues. Andrew Vaughn, available in almost 75% of them, is a .346 hitter with 7 homers while starting each of the team's past 20 games. He should be universally added and activated in all fantasy leagues this week. For more rankings and projections, check out my forecaster on ESPN's Fantasy Baseball page.
Indeed. I'm Jim Basquell. This is Baseball Tonight here on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app, getting you set for the Major League Baseball Little League Classic. Mariners Mets in a rain delay in Williamsport. We'll let you know when they get things started. Let's bring back Baseball Tonight analyst, host of the Baseball Tonight podcast, Buster Olney. And Buster, let's start with the Phillies losing Zach Wheeler to that blood clot. What does it mean for Philadelphia?
Well, it's a body blow. There's no question about it. Now, the good thing is they have another guy who can essentially step in as an ace in Christopher Sanchez, who's a candidate for the National League Cy Young Award this year. They got Aaron Nola back from the injured list on Sunday. He got hit around. You would assume that he probably is going to get better. But, look, Zach Wheeler started this season is in the conversation for best pitcher on the planet. and he's out indefinitely. And the Phillies have no idea when he's going to come back. He still has to go through more tests. Andrew Painter, someone who they've clung to through trade talks, his name is probably going to come up when we hear about the Phillies and how they're going to fill the spot in the rotation.
Yeah, no question. They were just about to go to a 6-man rotation, and now they get Nola back, and they're back to 5. Now, in that division, it wasn't only the Phillies and Mets at the outset of the season. It was the Braves everybody was talking about. It's taken Atlanta a long time to get it right, but they seem to have gotten it right recently, taking care of the Guardians this weekend. What has been most impressive about how the Braves have played of late?
Well, in theory, they're still alive. My son is a huge Braves fan, and every day he's texting me about the Braves, and mostly this year it's been complaints, right? But in recent days, he's trying to convince me they have a chance. And I said, hey, check on Fangraphs, Jake, and we'll see where the Braves are. It was 0.1%. Well, they just keep on winning games, and they get closer. And I mentioned the example of Detroit last year, coming all the way back. I don't think the Braves are going to do that. But Michael Harris and the guys around him, they're playing a lot better and I think a lot closer to what we thought when the season began.
Yeah, it's like on Dumb and Dumber when you're saying there's a chance. Brewers' 14-game winning streak came to an end in walk-off fashion in Cincinnati today. What, Buster, have you learned about this Milwaukee team this season that maybe you didn't appreciate prior?
That they just compete every day, and they're in every game. I think I mentioned to you last week, the general manager said to me, they don't play a bad game. Like, they have a lot of games, that are a lot like Friday's game, where they might be behind at some point, but they're going to come back eventually and at least make it a close game. On Friday night against Cincinnati, it was 8-1, and they came back and won that game. They came back again